Rugby League for the round 12. We are waiting for that green light to come on here, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So I'm BKRmy Sport. We are here as the Newcastle Knights take on Manly Seagulls. Hoping this is a little bit better than the last game. Obviously, we saw the Cronulla Sharks absolutely towel up my Titans boys, and it is what it is. You just move on, and now we get on to the next game and forget about that one. But this should be actually relatively interesting because the result of this game does actually impact quite a bit of the table. So, in regards to the side of Manly are in 6th position right now. They started off the season like 0-4 and were looking really, really terrible. Then Tommy Trbojevic comes back, and they are firing right now. Now, overall, this team is in a red-hot bit of form, but they will kind of fall out of this form at some stage, and I'm just waiting for that at this point. But I don't think it's going to happen against the Knights here. I think the Manly Seagulls will be able to beat the Knights with no Ponga and no Pearce and no real kind of cohesion in their team. We've obviously seen the defense of the Knights in the last couple of weeks has been terrible. The whole season has been terrible for the Knights, and they currently sit 3rd last. Yep, I know. You're probably as surprised as I am to say that, but I just checked the table just now, and the Newcastle Knights are 3rd last. The only 2 teams below them are the Brisbane Broncos and the Canterbury Bulldogs. That is where the Newcastle Knights sit. And guess what? The Canberra Raiders aren't too far off. They're in 4th last right now. The Canberra Raiders and Newcastle Knights, 2 teams tipped for the 8 potentially, are in 4th last and 3rd last. So that tells you everything you need to know about the Knights this year, and they look absolutely shocking right now. And they come up against a red-hot Manly team that really is firing on all cylinders. So, look, the Knights are usually a relative bogey team to Manly. They don't usually win the game, but they always compete against Manly. So, I'm assuming that the Knights compete. But I do think Manly win. I'm going to say Manly by 14. I'm going to go with Manly with 32. Oh, no, you know what? I'll go 32-18. I'll go 32-18 to Manly here. But the Knights' defense is so bad, Manly could hit 50. I could be completely wrong, and Manly could win this by about 100. But overall, it's overall it is what it is, and we'll see if the Knights can fire up. But there's a 3rd Trbojevic playing today, guys. Tommy Trbojevic, Jakey Trbojevic, and Benny Trbojevic for the Manly Seagulls. 3 brothers playing in the same team. Wow, we were can be big. Nick PD says Reece Walsh should be in the Origin team. Dog game, shut your mouth. Bro Bessie says, what do you think about the Warriors game? Thought it was the best game of the weekend so far by a long way. And I think it's one of the best games of the season so far. Warriors should have won that game, man. The Warriors were, I felt like the better team coming towards obviously the end of the second half, but the Cowboys just were able to run home in the end. And I think if Harris DeVita had to kick the field goal, it would have been a robbery, and the Warriors would have won based on a bad call. But obviously the Cowboys ran up the other end of the field, tied the game up, and then slotted a field goal through Valentine Holmes. It was a fantastic field goal at that too. So no, I thought it was a fantastic game, and I really, really enjoyed it. But guys, just before the game gets started here, smack the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're around here. Let me know your thoughts in the chat of what you think this game is going to finish up like by the end of it. Jimmy Bill says, come on the Knights, please don't have to win, just show some fight. This is nice, brother. Like, if you're going to troll, I will time you out, man. I might even just hide you out. Like, come on, brother. Like, we're into the next game now. We move on now. It was all good, but there you go. It says, greetings, Zakynthos Greece Dragons. Good on you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in all the way from Greece every single time. You're a legend, my dude. Bro, Vessi says, I think Walsh is playing for Queensland Origin. Am I right? He's suspended. He got suspended this week. He came with a nice little cheeky elbow. So, unfortunately, Knights 460. Are you saying the Knights? Oh, Knights by 6, Bobby123 says, wow, he's got a Knights upset. That'd be awesome to see. I'm wearing blue. There it is, my Cubbies, because at least that's my only team that's actually won today. Thank you very much to Ruben Fennell for subscribing, a legend. Jimmy Bill says, come on, Knights, please don't have to win, just show some fight. Well, exactly right. I just want to see a good game, but it's going to be doubtful. But we'll have a look. We'll have a see. We'll have a see, mate. It may not make English. It may not make much English, but we will have a see. But Jason Saab here will be taking down 5 minutes out. He's going to take it back in goal. No, 1 minute out from their own line. See, guys, this is what we do. We forget about the last game. We move on to the next one. Now we're firing up. We're ready to go. Someone says, hope Schuster injury isn't bad. Yeah, look, obviously with Manly, that's a big loss there. He's been very good for them this year, and they will miss his class that's been coming through as a nice little rookie. But overall, this Manly team shouldn't be relying on a rookie to get the job done, and should be winning this game regardless against a terrible Knights defense. Ollie thinks it's Manly by 50. There you go. So Marty Tapau there. Marty Tapau runs it about 35 metres out here from his own line. Fit tackle here for Manly. 30 metres out. Banks his ball down. Cherry Evans. He's going to be taken down pretty hardly after the play, but that's going to be easily taken there by Tex Hoy. Taken down here, 45 minutes out from the Manly line. Geez, the Knights actually not looking too bad in this opening 2 minutes. I know it's only 2 minutes gone, but the Knights not looking too bad. They're looking very feisty and raring to go. And I did say the Knights always like to compete well with Manly. Whether they win or not, that's not the question. The point of the matter is that they really do try and compete as much as they possibly can, and not like they do that against every other team. It's just always Manly. Dog games, I'm going to time you out, but this is not the Sharks game. We don't care about that anymore. We've moved on. Catch you later. All right, so Knights here with the ball. They're about 30 minutes out here. 20 minutes out now. 4 tackle. Chad says, come on, Manly. So right-hand side, Knights go. Chad's here. Pass the ball, bro. Offload. Chad's. Knights will score. No, we'll knock the ball. And how does Saifiti not score there? How does Saifiti not score there? How does Saifiti not score there? That's outrageous. I can't believe Saifiti didn't score there. How do you not score that? That's crazy. So Manly here, 5 minutes out from their own line. I don't know how he doesn't score. That's a great tackle by Tommy Trbojevic. He tried to get the offload away. He tried to get the ball down, but unfortunately he loses the ball. So, second tackle here. No, Joe DeBryan. We've moved on, man. Like, we get it. Cool, you won the game. Like, we get it. Congratulations, you won. You know, but let's move on now. So, Knights with the ball here, 15 metres out. You can celebrate elsewhere. Second tackle here for the Knights. They're 5 metres short here for the line. 3 minutes gone here. Left-hand side they come. Big old chance here for Newcastle to get on the score sheet early. Underneath, 5 minutes short. He's set restart for Newcastle. Wow, they're having an ambush early days here. The Knights coming out for a good start. Set restart. Aiden Buss focus on this game. Exactly right. So right-hand side here. We did a whole 90-minute stream on the last one. So, you know, we did plenty of talking there. Second tackle here for the Knights. They're 10 metres out here for the Manly line. This would be a shock if they can score early days here. Be a shock if they can score early days here, especially if you bet on Sportsbet, because you would win your money if the Knights scored in the first 5 minutes. And they're going to lose the ball. Wowee. So Manly will have the ball here 10 minutes out. And the Knights, yet again, are losing the ball so frequently. Like, ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous how much they're losing the ball. Week in, week out. Last week, obviously, they played the Tigers and got flogged. The week before that, I believe they played the Dragons, maybe. No, I can't remember who they played the week before that. But the point of the matter is that the Knights just really struggle to hold the ball. Teddy Bryce, I think Manly will win 34-6. Fair enough call. I've gone 32-18. So we've got Manly in the same area, but we have different things with the Knights. I just think that this game Newcastle will compete. Aiden Buss, I like your background that you have. Is that a poster? Yeah, they're all different posters, man. That you guys can buy your own team's poster that I created. I created all this merchandise for shirts and jumpers and all that type of shit on the BKR Sport Rebel store that's in the description. So click on the description, you can check it all out. Nick Bay says Titans are better with Justin Holbrook, but they're not a good team. But Dragons are so awesome and cool. Dragons are absolutely dog shit, bro. They are dog shit. They haven't won in about a month's time. So second tackle here for the Knights. Right-hand side they come. It's going to be Clemmer with the ball here, getting past the 40-metre line. So second tackle here. And right-hand side, Brayley is going to go here. Chance here for Newcastle again. They're making some really good meters. Like, they're making some really, really good meters here. Fourth tackle here. Left-hand side they come. The big man goes right through the centre, 30 metres out here on fourth tackle. The Knights are genuinely rolling through this set. And their sets in general. Brayley slips over. He's going to keep going here and take it down 20 metres short. Chance here for the Knights. But they've lost the ball twice already in this game inside the attacking 20. Up it goes here. Couldn't even name you half this Knights team. Could not even dead set name you half this Knights team. People with the ball, I'm struggling to know their names. Bradman Best obviously is playing today, but a lot of this Knights team is young and inexperienced, and there's a lot of injuries in this team. So, yeah, this is a really strange looking lineup here for the Newcastle Knights. So Manly with the ball here, 20 metres out from their own line, and left hand side they go. Gives it off to the big man from Manly. Tasman's Manly come on. All right, so third tackle here for the Seagulls. They're 35 metres out here from their own line. Left-hand side they go. Jake Trbojevic gets it back. Chance here for the Eagles. Left-hand side. Spreads it. Brad Parker gets off to Garrick. Garrick steps on the inside. Taken down just past the halfway point. Chad says Knights playing good right now. Knights are playing pretty decent, yeah. They just can't find that finishing touch, but they are playing pretty decent, the Newcastle Knights. Good crowd there at Newcastle, to be honest with you. The ball's going to bounce perfectly here for Manly, and they're going to get another kick away here. No, it's going to be offside against Manly, so it will be a penalty here to the Newcastle Knights. Well, 35 metres out from their own line. The Knights are going to get a penalty, and they're going to get out of their own little end. You'd be happy with this start if you're a Knights fan. They're definitely showing a little bit more aggression in this game compared to how they've started off the season. A little bit more aggression. You know? Gee whiz. We haven't seen this from the Knights all season. Especially after their loss to the Tigers last week. That was bad. Like, that was... Or was it Tigers last week or was it the week beforehand? I can't remember. But they got absolutely smacked. Let us YouTube cannabis. I think Knights 4, Eagles 2. Wow, wow, we were. Wow, wow, we were. There you go. So 7 minutes gone here. Knights with the ball inside the attacking half. 35 metres out here from the Manly line. Right-hand side, Brayley comes. It's going to be, Saifidi. Nice little break there. Saifidi's been decent in this game so far, but he's obviously he's lost the ball there though. There you go. So it's going to be Manly ball here. Knock on for the Knights. Wowee, Knights. Come on, man. That's 3 or 4 knock-ons in the first 7 minutes of this game, Newcastle. That's 3 or 4 knock-ons in the first 7 minutes of this game for Newcastle. It's outrageous. They're letting Manly off big time here. They're absolutely letting Manly off big. But jeez, they could honestly should be honestly up here. They should honestly be up in this game. But yeah, so do I, Nick Base. So do I, man. So tackling opposition 25 times for Newcastle, 0 times for Manly. Jet tells us who looks the better team. Right now, Knights. Right, well, Knights have knocked the ball on, but Knights have had all the ball. So Newcastle have had all the ball, but they keep dropping it. Newcastle Knights are desperate, I think. Yeah, they are desperate for a win. They're bottom 3 right now, man. They're only 1 win in front of the Broncos, I think it is. I think they've got 8 points, the Knights, and the Broncos. Knights have 8 points, the Broncos have 6. So realistically, they need to win. Otherwise, they could potentially go to second last very soon. They could go second last very soon, which would not be something the Knights would be looking at because they were considering and they were thinking they were a top 8 team this year. So Manly here, right-hand side, 45 metres out here from their own line, taken out at the halfway point. Jimmy says, I can't watch this team anymore. It does my head in. As in who? Which team? Both these teams here, I'd rather support the Titans right now. Manly third tackle, 40 metres out here from the Knights line. Brobay says, I kind of feel bad for the Bulldogs. Yeah, we all feel bad for the Bulldogs, but I can also feel bad for the Titans. Fourth tackle here for the Manly Sea Eagles, 25 metres out, steps on the inside here, taking down 20 metres out. Nick PD says, do you think Broncos are better than the Knights? No, I do not think the Broncos are better than the Knights. So right-hand side here, fifth tackle, Cherry Evans. Going to get tackled down here. No, he kicks it through, and it's going to be easy take there for the Knights, and they're going to be taking down 10 metres out from their own line. But Manly not looking the goods in this one. Not looking the goods in this one. Blue Rocket says, how do you think Ben Boyovich will do? I don't really know, man. You know, I obviously watch all the NRL games, but I watch every sport, so I don't really have the time to watch the younger grades, the Queensland Cup, New South Wales Cup, and all the youth prospects coming through. So I have to kind of trust in what people are saying about him, and they've got decent words about him, but he's not as good as his brothers, apparently anyway. But I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes. Hasn't done anything in this game so far, but, you know, I don't even know if he's been on the field. I don't think he started, did he? Aiden says, Manly are probably waiting to absorb the pressure from Newcastle Knights. Well, they shouldn't be in this situation. The Manly Sea Eagles have a much, much, much better team than the Knights. That'll be a 7 tackle set here for Manly. Brobet says, were the Knights decent last year? They're okay. They made the 8. They hit 8th place, but then the Titans beat them 36-0 the last game of the season, and then the Knights got flogged by the Rabbitohs in the first game of the finals. So they got knocked out there. Jet tells us they say that Ben is taller and faster than Tom. What position does Ben play? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what Benny Trbojevic plays. Knights have the forward pack, just terrible spine. I think they have a forward pack that is okay, but you look at it, Sophie's okay. Like, he's decent. He's above decent, I guess. Clemmer used to be good. Besides that, like this Knights team, you couldn't really name a majority of them. So 35 metres out here from the Knights line, left-hand side for Manly, third tackle. Oh, offloads it, goes all the way back. It's going to be a 4-on-3 out here for Manly, and they're going to take it down here. Look at all. Just tells us wing or centre, I'm guessing. Well, obviously he wouldn't be fullback, so yeah, I'd assume he's probably wing. Not too sure, right wing or something like that. Manly's going to try. Manly Tarata, Brad Paga over on the left-hand side, and that was terrible defence. And welcome to the party, Manly. They've finally turned up in this game, and they will be happy with that one. So Brad Parker puts the ball down over the line, left-hand side, and it is going to be 4-0 here with a kick to come to the Seagulls. Look at this defense, though. There's literally like a 5-on-3. There's the dead set, a 5-on-3, and then it ended up being a 3-on-1. Big Nibba says, Menley. Chad says, Ben is a centre. The best vlogger says, hello, you were the best person ever. Appreciate you, my dude. But the old Seagulls. We'll put that ball over the line, and a good night, Irene. So I'd assume Ben Trbojevic is coming off the bench, though. I haven't seen him start in this game. Good pass from Cherry Evans there. Not too sure who that is for the number 11 there for Manly, but nice pass too from him to be unselfish. Sport Action says this could be 40-0 win for Manly. Could be bigger. It could honestly be massive. It could be a massive result here for Manly. I just think the Knights usually put on a bit of a bit more, heart into their games against Manly because of, they have a rivalry. I guess goes back to 1997 maybe. I don't know. Aiden Barr says Manly should be at least 12-0 up. No, I'd argue that the Knights should actually be 12-6 up. The Knights should have scored a couple of tries. They've had a lot of ball, a lot of damn well ball in the attack in 20, but unfortunately they just haven't been able to put the ball over the line. They've lost the ball about 4 or 5 times already. So left-hand side for Manly, Ruben Garrick. He's 38 for 47 this year, 81% conversion rate. 81% conversion rate here. Can he slap this bad boy through and make it a 6-0 ball game? He will go in. Garrick will miss the kick. Ouch. Oh, cut back. No, it does miss. So it will stay at 4-0 here for Manly with 27 minutes and 40 seconds to go of the first half. Guys, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. But the old Manly Seagulls already up 4-0. Looking dangerous. Jimmy Bill says Tuala couldn't tackle a mannequin. Look, this Manly team is on red hot form right now. Unless you've got a good defense, you're probably not stopping them. And that's why, you look at a team like the Warriors did cause a bit of trouble for them. But Manly obviously won those games. Panthers obviously beat them. You look at those top teams. Eels, their defense has been shocking with Wonga Blake and Blake Ferguson on that right. Are they right hand side? I think they're right hand side. They've been shocking out there. So, yeah, look, I don't think anyone's really going to stop Manly until you get a good defense going up against them. So Manly hear the ball. They're 15 metres out from their own line. Right hand side they pop. I just think that this Manly team should be putting a score on. If they're going to be a competitor this year, they have to be putting 50 points on the Knights here today. They have to. Because this defense is just shockingly bad. It just is. Sport Haven says Knights fans expect them to be successful, but they're a joke. Well, Hayden tipped them, and Tainhouse tipped them for the top 4. I remember it. He'll pretend like he didn't, but Tainhouse tipped him. Nico Dragons, I'm very well aware you know who I support, my dude. Cherry Evans here, right hand side. Manly with the ball here, 45 metres out here from the Knights line. Yeah, look. Manly just need to be ruthless. You're absolutely right, but Manly do need to be ruthless if they're going to be like the actual big team that they think they are going to be. But look, Newcastle fans, yes, they thought they were going to be successful. This is the time they should be peaking, and they've really, really regressed, which is very disappointing for them. Very, very disappointing for them. Chad says Knights do terrible when they don't have Ponga. Mate, they had Ponga against the Titans and lost 44-16 or 42-16, one of the two. They looked shocking. They looked damn well shocking. So, it's not just because of no Ponga and no Pearce. This team just doesn't know how to defend. It's like the Titans. They don't know how to defend. Good attack, but just no defense, man. So, fourth tackle, the Knights don't have a good attack. They don't have a good anything. They do not have a good anything. So, fourth tackle here for the Knights. They have 45 minutes out here from their own line. Kalema with a nice little run there. Gets it to about the halfway point. Left-hand side, they drag it. And it goes up in the air. Knights haven't been bad in this game, but they just haven't been able to hold on to the ball. It's just because they just keep dropping the ball. If they weren't dropping the ball, they'd be up. That's a high tackle. I would have thought that'd be a high tackle, considering the NRL are all over that. That probably should have been a high tackle. Paseka will go off here for Sipley for Manly. So 26 minutes left here of the first half. Jason Saab with the ball will roll this one back, and it's going to be Croker who gets it off to Garrick in the centre. He'll get a nice little 10-metre run there. Nice little run there for the winger. You need that from your wingers. You need them to come inside and really help out those big bumper forwards to gain those metres. People always expect the forwards to do all the job in the middle and then wingers to just lap up in attack and score the tries. But overall, you need your wingers to come in and make those kind of runs there to help out the tiring forwards. So fifth tackle here for Manly. They're 45 metres out from their own line, from the Knights line. Right-hand side they go. Trebojevic puts it up in the air. So Cherry Evans puts it up in the air. And, he's away here, the Knights. No, taken down 35 minutes out. Still going here. And he's taken down. Warren Houston, I'm watching the game on my TV. Good on you, mate. Good on you. So, second tackle here for Newcastle. That's a high tackle. Not going to call it, though. A couple of high tackles in this game they haven't called already. Interesting. Right-hand side. Taken down just before the halfway point. Knights aren't making anywhere near enough metres. That's the problem. Knights aren't making anywhere near enough metres to be a genuine threat so far. Yes, they've been in the attacking 20 a couple of times, but like I said, they've dropped that ball many a time. Nick Petty says, Blaze, who would you want to sign with the Titans for 2022 so they can make the top 8? A clue is my answer. I would like to sign a clue for the Titans. That was what I would like to sign. So knock on there for the Knights again, and their completion rate would be disgusting. Their completion rate would be disgusting in this game. They have lost the ball legitimately like 4 or 5 times. It's actually outrageous. It is actually outrageous. This is going to be a terrible game, guys. I can just feel it. I can just dead set feel it. I don't even know if it's going to be a terrible game for a blowout reasons, just because both teams just aren't on form today. Manly could still win by 50. Manly could still win by 60. Thank you very much, Mark J, for subscribing. But it's just not looking like it's going to be a great game, this one. I don't think we ever really expected it to. So Cherry Evans here will roll the ball back. Left-hand side they come. Brad Parker taken down at the halfway point. I'm not really feeling this game, to be honest with you, lads. Not really feeling this game with you, to be honest. So second tackle here for Marty Tapau. 35 metres out here from the line. Tapau taken down. He's going to complain about a crusher here, I think. Oh, man, please do something. This game is so dead right now. Like, it is literally just making me fall asleep. It's not a great game here at all. It's literally making me fall asleep at this point. Third tackle here, right-hand side, they come. Jay Trebojevic. Here they go, knock on from Manly. I'm telling you, this game's going to be a dead set dribbler. It's going to be a dribbler. We've seen so many knock-ons this game already. It's only 4-0 after 18 minutes. It is a dribble fest of a game. Minty Rabbitoh says, I expected Manly to be all over them. Yeah, absolutely, man. But they just don't look that great right now. Considering this is against the Knights, they definitely don't look that great. Nick PD says, I thought Manly would have been better today. Yeah, they look really bland. They just look really, really bland. Sean says, who the F is Blaz? What? Don't know what you're talking about. So if you're talking about who's Blaze, that would be me, my man. So 18 minutes gone here. Reese, shut up, man. Time out, catch up. Alrighty. So Knights will get the ball here. Left-hand side, first tackle. 35 metres out here from their own line. Please wake me up. Do something. Third tackle here. David Clemmer gets the ball. Good actual run there from Clemmer at the halfway point. Good actual run there. They need some good meters here. The Knights to get out of their own end. So Fidi, as long as they hold the ball. It doesn't even matter if they don't score here. They just need to hold the ball, the Knights. They just need to hold the damn ball and not knock the ball on. Right, left-hand side here. Bradman Vest taken down about 30 metres out here from the line. All right, right-hand side, the Knights come. They're going to put this ball up in the end. They're all offside on that right-hand side. The Knights shouldn't chase this one through. They're all offside, man. And he's tackled him from an offside position. I'm sorry, but that should have been offside. Second tackle here for Manly. 25 metres out from their own line. Ballooned. Third tackle here, 30 metres out. Just throw the ball around a bit. Croker gets the ball to Garrick, and Garrick will get taken down 40 metres out. I guess this shows that this Manly team is beatable. It just shows that they're in form right now. They are absolutely in form, but this is showing right now that they're not looking that great. Aiden Barr says, what team do you think is winning the cup in the NRL? Panthers, mate. Panthers. Jake Charaskis, I'm aware this is obviously your fake account from Sam. I can easily hide this one too, to be honest with you. So 20 minutes gone here, guys. Knights with the ball 15 metres out from their own line. Get a bit of a headache. This is just literally kick back and forth. Second tackle here for the Knights. 20 metres out. Come on, man. Throw it around. Do something. Get some meters going. Fuddy Yagob says, who you win? Who I win? Who I win? I'm taking the bloody Manly Seagulls, mate. But I'm not taking them confidently right now because they're just looking shocking. They're looking shocking. Patrick Nair says, we are down to our fourth choice 5'8". Yeah, I know, but in the same sense, this is showing that you're relying on a rookie, to be completely honest with you, because I feel like your first choice 5'8" actually is Schuster now. I don't think Kieran Foran is that first choice 5'8", to be honest with you. Sataraki Wangininganolo says, Bulla for Fiji, let's go Knights. Bulla for Naka, Setiko, Vadava. Hope you're all right over there. And getting on the Knights, interesting little one there. Interesting going for the Knights all the way in Fiji, but good stuff. Anthony says, what can Para do to improve their season? I don't know, man. They've obviously backed in this team and they're backing in the players they've got right now. So they just need to fix their defense. They need to probably get rid of Wanga Blake and try and figure out someone who can play centre inside of Blake Ferguson, because that's where the majority of the tries are getting leaked from. That's where majority of those tries are getting leaked on there for Parramatta. So they need to figure out Wonga Blake and how they can fix that position at the right side centre for the Parramatta Eels. Fifth tackle here for the Seagulls. They're 30 minutes out. Right-hand side. Up it goes. And easy take of the Knights. No, taking it from Manly. Trebojevic kicks it through. And it's going to be an easy take for the Knights now. Bradman Best. There you go. Taken down. So 10 minutes out from their own line. Knights will have the ball here. Still only down by 4-0. Crazy. But I think this will be low scoring. Like I said before the game started, the Knights usually are a bit of a bogey team in regards to Manly, not by beating them, but by just making it competitive games every single time. They always compete against them. Jared Choi says, Knights have got a big breeze behind them. Manly should be able to cut loose in the second half. Really? I haven't really noticed that with the kick in the air. Aiden Barr says, best NRL game you've been to? Jeez, I've been to a lot, bro. Probably Rabbitohs Dragons field goals or Sharks Panthers maybe a couple of years back. In regards to Titans, I'd say Titans Warriors 2010 at Seabus Super Stadium to knock the Warriors out. So Manly here, left-hand side. Garrick's going to have the ball. He's away here. Lost the ball. He's lost his lollies. And it's going to be the Knights are going to have the ball here around the halfway point. No, if I'm the Knights, I'm taking that ball up inside the attacking half. Setareki says State of Origin, Queensland. Zero tackle here for the Knights. Left-hand side, they come. Gets it over the top here. Bradman Best with the ball. He's going to run it down. He's going to get the offload away. And Musgrove will get taken down here at the halfway point. Knights not looking horrific right now. They're not looking horrific right now. Like, this doesn't come down to a 5'8" at this point. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't come down to a 5'8" being out at this point. Manly just aren't looking that goods. They're not looking the goods. And it shows that they're a team, but they're also very reliant on individual players to get that team still rolling. So left-hand side here, third tackle. And it's going to be 20 metres out here. No, Clemmer's still going here. Clemmer's still running here. He's going to get the offload away. Saifiti with the ball. He's going to be inside the attack in 20. Wow, could we see two shock results today right now? Knights here, right-hand side, gets it off. It's going to be Frizzell. Frizzell taken down 5 minutes short. Yanni Maverick says, hello, Blaze. How's the game been so far? Not good, man. But the Knights actually are competing, though, which is good. Knights get through, and it's going to be a knock-on from Manly. Knock-on from Manly. Max Watson says, did you go to the Sharks Panthers semi-final decide in 2018? I did too. Yes, I vlogged it. There's a vlog on the channel, man. That's the game I was referring to. By the way, guys, 17 minutes to go in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. Big Nipper says, Manly's definitely going to pick up second half. Well, you'd hope so, mate, because they're not looking at goods right now in the first half. Minty Rabbit says, who's going to get the next try? Next try, I'm going to take Saifiti, mate. I'm going to take Saifiti. He's been running the ball pretty strongly. He was very close to scoring before. Jaden Jackson says, hi, Blaze. Hello, mate. How you doing? Gallivanter Man says, hi, mate. How are you? Buddy, been better, mate. Been better, but we are still striding along. Sport Action says, yes, the Titans can beat the Storm and the Roosters the next 2 weeks. Absolutely. Roosters, yes. Storm, probably not, no. But knowing this team, I can't back in anything, to be honest with you. So, right-hand side here for the Knights. Here we go. It's going to be taken down 1 minute short. Jeez, nice work there for the Knights, though. Yanni Maverick says, good win by the old Chooks last night, but then again, Canberra was shocking again, except the first half, exactly right. Left-hand side here, knock on from Knights. No, it's gone backwards here. They're going to say knock backwards there, sorry. Jay Chiraskis, I'm going to have to hide you because I know you're obviously the fake account of Sam. You're a troll. Catch you later, my dude. So Knights here, left-hand side. Chance here, 5 minutes out, 4 tackle. Jaden Jackson says, do you support any NFL team? Yeah, bro, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, very unfortunately. Right-hand side, try time for Zell. No, he's lost the ball backwards. That's a knock-on from the... Oh, penalty to the Knights. Okay, here we go. Penalty to the Knights. Here we go. 10 metres out. They're going to have a nice little crack-a-runo here. Going to have a nice crack here at the line, the old Newcastle Knights. Let's see if they can push this one over and really provide an early day shot. Funny you guys says 10 days in New South Wales Blues and Reds. Yes, 10 days, but obviously that's not the main focus right now. We're still a while away from that. Jane Jackson, what about NBA? Chicago Bulls, my man, because when I'm wearing my Cubs stuff right now. I'm a Chicago sports fan, but I was unfortunately a Lions fan before I went to Chicago, and I won't change teams. I don't just change teams. So 15 minutes to go here of the first half. Left-hand side of the Knights, they're going to be first tackle 5 metres out here. They should score here. They honestly have to score. So left-hand side here, chance for the Knights. Connor Watson inside. Did not get it, unfortunately. So it'll be second tackle here for the Knights, 5 metres out here. Going to go right-hand side here, the Knights, 10 metres out. Chance here for Newcastle. They spread it wide. Watson gets it off. It's going to be Knights here. 10 metres out. Taken down again. Zach Richards says Turbo is a terrible kicker. Left-hand side here for the Knights. This is just back and forth right now. Third tackle. Considering Blake Green also... Oh, holy shit. Oh, and Knights are Manly going to score here. Jason Saab's away. It's a try. That's a try. Jeez, Knights, you're bad. Like, and I'm a Titans fan. Like, that's bad. Like, that's bad, bro. Ali Boy says, who are you going for? I'm going for a good game, but it's not going to be a good game. It's been terrible so far, but Manly will be up 8-0. He would have kicked to come. Jason Saab there. Grabs the ball and runs it down the line. Big Nipper says, great defense from Manly. I don't think so. I think it was just really, really poor attacking from Newcastle. They were shocking attack. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not insulting the Manly Seagulls there. I'm just saying, like, I'm not giving that to the defense. I'm giving that to the poor attack. The Knights had nothing going on there at all at any stage. It was just shocking. So Manly will score a try and eat the post, and good night, Irene. Jimmy Bill says, that's the worst shit I've seen for the Knights in 30 years. Yeah, look, it is tough. It would be tough for a Knights fan right now. I'm not going to lie. You guys thought you're going to be top 8, and right now you're third last, and obviously the Broncos are right behind you. But if you lose this game by 50, which is actually a predicted scoreline, which wouldn't be necessarily out of the blue, you know, you would be around the points differential with the Broncos. So if the Broncos won next week against the Dragons, which is actually possible, the Knights play Eels, and the Eels will win that. So the Knights have a very, very big potential of dropping into the bottom 2 if they don't, keep up their for and against in today's game. Cooper Johnson says Knights throwing absolutely nothing at Manly, getting down there but can't finish off the shit. Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not like saying that Manly are doing anything in defense. I don't think Manly are doing anything in defense. I think the Knights are doing absolutely nothing. Like, Knights attack is terrible right now. Zampai says, wait, if Brisbane win next week, they go up? Yeah, to third last. Yeah. Well, it depends, because it depends on the for and against. So right now, the Knights are third last, and they're on minus 93. So right now, they're on, after this conversions kicks, they'll be on minus 103. Brisbane are on minus 154. So they're still about 50 or so points behind them in regards to points differential. But if they continue to lose this game by more, and Brisbane were to beat the Dragons, and the Knights play the Eels next week, it would potentially put the Brisbane into that 14th position. Cooper Jobson says, let's not forget Hayden had Knights third in the ladder before the year started. Thank you very much, Cooper Jobson. And thank you very much, Mana on Demo for subscribing. But yes, don't let him forget it, because I don't. I never let him forget it. I never let him forget him tipping the Knights in top 4. And he's always like, oh, come on, man. That was last year. It's like, no. I remember. And I said, you're crazy, mate. I said, you're crazy. What you thinking, buddy, Knights top 4? You're crazy, man? And he is a crazy man. Jaden Jackson says the reason why Newcastle Knights are losing because Kalen Ponga is not there. Kalen Ponga was playing against the Titans, and the Knights lost by 40 this year. Knights lost by 40 this year to the Titans. And Kalen Ponga was playing, so no, it's not that. A fullback isn't going to be the difference between this kind of shitness and being good. Mookie says hello. Hello, Mookie. How you doing? Dropped you says, sup, bro? I'm back. Manly looking good. Not really. Manly aren't looking good, but Knights are looking bad. Manly fans would actually be quite disappointed with this first half, if I'm being honest with you. Jimmy Bill says Ponga needs to play if he wants the premiership. Well, I don't believe the Knights are winning premiership with this playing group. Just like the Eels won't win a premiership with this playing group, I think they really need to refresh and start afresh. Start anew. So fourth tackle here, left-hand side they come. Manly, oh, nearly a knock on there. So fifth tackle here. Bye-bye, Mookie. Bye-bye. So it's going to be Manly booting this ball down into the back end, and Knights going to easily take that one. Big Nipper says, what are your thoughts on the Indigenous jerseys? I think they're cool, obviously. The Knights one's great. Titans one was good. Most of the weekends ones were good. Manly's are fantastic. So no, everyone's got good Indigenous jerseys this week, yeah. Jane Jackson says, what happened to Kalapunga? Why is he not playing? Injured, man. Jimmy James says, Knights could make top 4 of the bottom 8. You're still stretching it, to be honest with you, man. Like I said, they're third last right now, so maybe not. Third tackle lead for the Knights. They're 30 metres out. Sally Richard says, my Roosters won't be in the grand final this year. I'm good with that, but I honestly didn't think they would be sitting on the table where they are at this point. Look, they're doing fine. They're doing well. And I tell people all the time, the Roosters are a professional organisation and they'll always put a good team on the field, right? Even if it's not the team you think it is, they'll still have a good team that can put a nice little score on the table. But obviously, yeah, they're not going to beat the teams like the Panthers or the Storm up the top of the table. Jimmy Bill says, if Ponga plays for Queensland, I'll be pissed off and never plays for the team I support, then lines up against the Blues. I think he probably won't play Origin because I don't know when he comes back. If he's not back by next week, then I don't believe he'll come back and play Origin. Patrick Nance says, I like most of them, but sometimes the sponsors cover up too much of the art. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, fair enough. Finn Amos' favourite team, the Titans, mate, unfortunately. So, four tackle here for Manly. They're 40 metres out from the Knights line. Manly spreading it out to the right-hand side. Croker to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans puts it up in the air. Chance here for Manly. Chance here, Manly. It's going to be a try, Manly. It's going to be a try to Manly. A Manly! It's going to be a try, Manly. It's going to be 16-0. With 10 minutes to go here in the first half, it's going to be... Well, they're going to check if it's a knock-on here for Manly, but I'm pretty certain this is a try for Manly. Yes, dropped UAM. So they're going to call no try here, obviously, because that's why they went up to it like that. But, Sally Richard, I've actually spoken about these new rules a lot, like a lot over the last couple of weeks. So I won't go in depth about it again, but I can understand it. But yes, the new rules are very annoying, yes. So fifth tackle here. The Knights, Manly going to keep this up. I think they're all offside there. I think they're all offside down that left-hand side. Who grabs this ball? So is Funa on or offside here? I think he knocks this on, to be honest with you, but we'll have a look here. Yeah, he clearly knocks that on. He's clearly knocked that on there. Dropped a user of Manly putting that work in. Nah, it's going to be a knock on here from Manly, so it's still going to stay 10-0. Patrick Nance, I think he knocked it on. So the thing is, guys, Manly's not playing well here. Manly's not playing well. They're up 10-0, but that's because the Knights are this bad. But that's definitely a knock on here from Manly. Zach Richards says sin bin. I think this has to be a penalty. Well, is he contesting it? Because it doesn't really make sense that he's got his heart. He's not really. I think that's a sin bin. Yeah, I agree. That's high contact. That's a sin bin. I agree. This is a sin bin because that was really stupid there from from Funa. So yes, it will be a sin bin here to Manly. It should be a sin bin here to Manly. So no try, and this should be a sin bin to Manly. He's not really playing for this ball. You can clearly tell that's a grub move. Like that was a really grubby play there by Funa. That was really, really grubby, and I was not expecting that because, like, why would you do that? So which is a cinnamon if they want consistency. He'll be a cinnamon here. Yep. It's on report and nothing else. What? That is horseshit, bro. How is he not going to Simbi for that? That is a joke, bro. How are you saying that's not a sin bin? Based on your new stupid shithouse rules, how are you saying that's not a sin bin? That is the dumbest bullshit I have actually ever seen. How is that not a sin bin based on your new stupid shithouse rules, NRL? That is absolutely horseshit. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, whether you agree with the new rules or not, the new rules are there and they are there to stay. How are you not sin binning him there? That's absolutely a blatant sin bin there for Manly. A blatant one. Blatant. He didn't go for the ball. He connects with the head deliberately because he's not going for the ball there. So that's obviously going to be deliberate. Like, what's going on there? Zetbai says these rules are more consistent than Joe Biden. Don't start on the bloody politics, for the love of God. For the love of God, Zetbai, stop it. Sally Wizard says, I'm going to start watching OzTag soon. We already are. Like, that's stupid. Nick PD says, Cummins has done it again. Oh, McCain, he's done it again, the old Cummins. He is shocking. So, 23 metres out here, left-hand side. Chance here for the Newcastle Knights. 15 metres out now. Aussie Mozzie says, dude thought he was wrestling. Look, I just find it crazy. Like, that based on the rules, you're connecting with the head high, right? Even if it's not deliberate, it's still connecting straight away with the head. So that is a blatant sin bin. But the fact of the matter is that it's arguably deliberate. Knights here, taking down less than 1 minute short. It's arguably deliberate because he wasn't going for the ball. So, and yet he had his arm out like this around the head. So left-hand side here for the Knights. Chance here for Newcastle. They've spread the ball beautifully here. Chance here, Bradman Best. Bradman Best making a good run there, but taking 8 minutes short here on the line. Luke Jones is coming Knights. Please support the Knights. The right-hand side here for Newcastle. 15 metres out. Up it goes here from Newcastle. He's been slammed. It's hit back here from the Knights. Get that ball out right-hand side. They've got a 4-on-3 out here. They've got a 4-on-3 out here. Gets the ball out wing. And he's going to get tackled down here, Twala, like butter. Oh, it's going to be a penalty here, the Knights. Penalty to the Knights. There you go. Melvin says, Bradman best overrated. Angus Powell says, my KO isn't working. No, I'll just use 9. People have been saying KO hasn't been working for all since last night. Crazy. Sean, what's going on here? Late tackle. Guarantee you he tries to make up for it here. Guarantee you he sin bins him. Guarantee you he sin bins him here just to make up for it. This isn't a sin bin. You shouldn't be a sin bin. Guarantee it. It's on report. And he's off in the bin. You're kidding. You're kidding, Ruz. You are kidding, Ruz. Like, you're going to call that one a sin bin, but you're not calling the other one a sin bin. You're going to call that one a sin bin. Like, that's a sin bin. It is a sin bin, sorry. That's absolutely a sin bin. But how is the other one not a sin bin then? It's the exact same. Like, that's a sin bin regardless. That's a sin bin pre-crackdown. I agree with the commentary there. That is absolutely a sin bin against Manly there. But Manly should be down to 11 here. Manly should be down to 11. They're not, though, but they're down to 12. But Manly should be down to 11. Jeez. There you go. Bushwood says, must have had some words from the boss in his ear. Yeah, absolutely. No, that was the sin bin and a half. That was the sin bin and a half pre-crackdown. All right, so Knights here. 5 minutes out. Ruben Fennell says, who got binned? I'm actually not too sure. Back row for Manly number 11, I think it was, maybe. Can't remember. Once again, my KO just messed up. I have to get back onto it. Left-hand side of the Knights. Chance here for Newcastle. Bradman best. Thank you much, James King, for subscribing. Let us know in the chat who you're supporting. KO's messing up a bit here, but 5 minutes out here from Manly's line. Second tackle. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Right-hand side of the Knights. 15 minutes out. They need to score before half-time. Well, not really, but they kind of do. Inside to the centre here. Let's get up to 40 likes in the next 5 minutes. Let's do it. Smack that thumbs up button. Jimmy Bill says, Knights need 5 sin bins if they want to score. Fair enough, to be honest with you. Knights, left-hand side here. Kicks it through. Chance here for the Knights! Oh, dropped. Oh, I think he didn't mean to kick that. I don't think he meant to kick that, but it came off as a nice kick. I think it came off as a nice kick, but I don't think he meant to kick that. So it will be Knights ball here from a Manly dropout. Sally Witcher says, think next year I'll focus on the local Oz tag team. Well, these guys basically are the local Oz tag team. That was close for the Knights, though. They gave it a crack. They gave it a cheeky little crack there. Nice little kick, to be honest with you, and they're still going to be on the attack here, just outside man's line with the dropout. But this attack is hard to watch. Sport reactions, you are a spot on there. The attack is very difficult to watch, to be completely honest with you. Come on, guys, and then we can get 2 more likes to hit 40. Thumbs up, bingo, bango, let's go. James Schubert says, Blaze, when are the Origin teams out? I think tonight. Oh my God, knock on from Manly, absolutely. I think tonight, man. Usually. No. Hello, no. Why are you letting this play on? Hello? What's going on there? Thank you much, James Stewart, for subscribing. But I'm pretty certain that the Origin teams come out later tonight or tomorrow morning. But I'm pretty certain it's tonight. James King says, it was saying on my TV, Newcastle Knights was a sin bin. No, Manly have the sin bin. So, yeah, Manly knocked that ball on there. I don't know why. I don't know why. By the way, guys, yeah, we are very close to 10K. It's actually ridiculous. We'll hit it by at least probably the midweek or next weekend. So, we're getting around it. We're getting damn well close. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, one of you guys, just for literally watching the streams and subscribing, you have a chance to win one of these posters in the background and also a brand new NRL jersey. So, obviously, like I said, subscribe if you're new around here. But right-hand side here, yeah, Queensland tomorrow and Blues after this match. Yeah, there you go. So, 15 minutes out. Taken down here. Second tackle here for the, first tackle here for the Knights. 15 metres out, take it down 10 metres short here. James King says, nice background. I created all these posters, bro. They're all for sale on the BKR Sport Redbubble site of all the different teams. Second tackle here, left-hand side. Chance here for Newcastle. Bradman best on the inside here. He's going to still keep going here, and taking down 2 metres short here from the line. James Trippett says, Blaze, do you think the Raiders will make the 8? No way. No way at this point. Right-hand side, third tackle. Chance here for Newcastle. Try time for Newcastle. Try time. Let's go try. Try time for Newcastle. Try time for Newcastle. Absolutely, Fatima. But try time for Newcastle here. It's 10-4 here with a kick to come, and Manly still have that man in the bin. Logan Lamb says 10K by the end of the game. We'll get around him. Nah, we won't probably get that many for this game, but we'll definitely do it by next week. But Knights with a nice little try there on the right-hand side. Kingsley by Taru says, show us your Manly poster. It's down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can kind of show you it. We love your hate. Hold on, let me see if you can see it. It's kind of there. I'm not going to obviously take it off. I would have usually put it up here, but I forgot to put reshuffle the posters today. So yeah, it's down there. All right. Stephen Warren says, try time. Yes, Newcastle Knights. Very good try there on the right-hand side. And yes, that is now a good game here, Zach Aboriginal. Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. Here we go. Here we go, Newcastle. Show us some gumption, mate. Show us somebody hoodoo. James King says, who do you support in the NRL? The team just got absolutely pumped by the Sharkies. The team just got absolutely pumped by the Sharkies. James Schmidt says, how much do you reckon South will miss Reynolds? A lot. They don't have a half right now. Who's their half next year? There's no real halves that are off, like Benji Marshall then, I guess, but like, okay. He's also like 100 years old, so interesting to see. Aiden Barr says, can the Knights come back to make it 10-10? Well, I don't know, but right now with 4 minutes to go, they've still got that man in the bin, Manly, and the Knights here from the wing. They're not doing too badly here. They've lost the ball a lot, but, they've lost the ball a lot, but, they're still not looking, they're still not looking too bad. They're still not looking too bad. So James Smith says they might re-sign Benji. They have to. They've got no 7 otherwise. And the Knights will kick the kick to... Oh, the wind. Wow, that's a good kick. Wow, that's a good damn well kick. Wow, that was a good damn well kick. So that will be a Slaughterino of a conversion. And it will be 10-6 here to... 10-6 here to the Manly Seagulls for the Knights. Not looking too bad here. Zenpai says, I wonder where Hines will sign. I think he'll re-sign with Melbourne Storm, to be completely honest with you, man. I think he'll re-sign with the Melbourne Storm, to be completely honest. So Knights only down by 4 points here, and they can really fire up here. There's a chance for them to actually do something. They're only down by 4 points with 3.5 minutes left. Well, of the first half, sorry. There's still a whole 40 minutes after this. No, James. So 3.5 minutes left here. Knights get out the ball. There's still that man in the bin here for the Knights, though. For Manly, sorry. So they do have a chance here. They need to utilise this. Luca Jones says, Rugby Australia's in the mud. Rebels are so shit. Rebels are so shit? Rebels are not the only shit team in Buddy Rugby Australia, but Rugby Australia is absolutely in the mud. It's a big reason why I haven't been streaming the Super Rugby between Australia and Aotearoa. Aiden Bass, I'm calling it. It'll be 10-10 by the end of this half. Could be 12-10. If you're going to call it 10-10, you may as well call it 12-10. So third tackle here. Knights with the ball. Right-hand side. 40 minutes out from their own line. Steps around him, but they had the 4-on-2 out on the right-hand side, but they couldn't get the pass away. Noah Kennedy says, hey, mate. Hello, mate. How you doing? So Knights here at the halfway point. Left-hand side. Frizzell inside the attack and half. Fifth tackle here. And off they go to the left-hand side. Up it goes here from the Knights. Chance here for Newcastle. The wind. No, good take there by Tommy Trbojevic. Tommy Trbojevic hasn't had much to do with this game so far, to be honest with you. Not really anything going on. Jimmy James says he's out of the bin now. No, he's not. They've still got the sin bin thing up their top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just trying to count the players on the field. I can't really count now. Meg Campbell says, is the Origin teams getting revealed tonight or tomorrow? I think New South Wales tonight, and I think Queensland tomorrow. Or it could be both tonight. I'm not too sure. All right. So, third tackle here for Manly. 45 minutes out here from their own line. Yeah, Cappy's still in the bin for 5 minutes. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly right. Buddy, what's going on there? Who said the bin? He was out of the bin? He's not out of the bin just yet. Oh, Jimmy James, message retracted. There you go. So, left-hand side here. And take it down here about 30 minutes out here from the line. Manly with the ball on fifth tackle. Left-hand side they come. Gets it off to Trbojevic. Trbojevic gets it out to the wing. Brad Parker. Parker down on fifth about 5 minutes out. iGuy says, will Anari Tawala or Daniel Saifiti score? Saifiti was very close to scoring in the first 3 minutes of the game, but didn't. Lost the ball. And Anari Tawala probably not because he's just not that great. But, we'll see how they go. Penalty of the Knights, though, with a minute 20. That has to be quick. That'll be quick. It could be a sin bin here. This is dangerous. Could be sin bin here for could be very sin bin here. Very much sin bin here for Manly, and they're saying it could be bad. Oh, shoulder to the face. We'll see. They're gonna send Foona to the bin here. I think. No, just a crusher. Sorry, just a crusher. I thought they were talking about the high tackle. Jared Troy says New South Wales teams to be announced after this game. I think. Yeah, it usually is. The teams are usually announced. I think Queensland's tomorrow night, and I think New South Wales is tonight. That's usually how it goes. But I think last year or the year before that, the year before 2019, Queensland brought out the same night as New South Wales all 3 times. So left-hand side here, the Knights can have a chance here. Second tackle, 45 minutes out. They could take the lead here in this at half-time. They could take the lead here. At halftime, they can score right now. Chance even Newcastle gets about 30 metres out even the line. James Schubert says, will Cody Walker make Origin? I don't believe so. I think, if anything, maybe the 14 role, but I think that Cleary and Luai will get that number 7 and number 6. All right, left-hand side here for the Knights. Back inside they come. Chance here for Newcastle. Fit tackle. 5 metres out even the line. 4 likes away from 50, by the way, guys. Smack it up. 8 passes come on Manly. Left-hand side for Newcastle. Chance here for Newcastle. Oh, it's going to be trying underneath the post. They're up 12-10. Newcastle going to lead 12-10 here at half-time. They've scored a try underneath the post there, and the Newcastle Knights are going to take the lead 12-10. Underneath the post, the Newcastle Knights are going to score, and it's going to be 12-10 to Newcastle. Can you believe it? Can you believe the scenes? Can you believe the scenes? Taz says, oh my God, Manly. I told you guys before the game started, the Knights are a bogey team for Manly. They don't necessarily always win against them, but they always damn well compete against them. And right now, they're winning against them because they will kick this kick. Buddy told you. Buddy, look at me go. I'm flying. I might be bloody flying, but I also am kind of flying. Nick Peters says Paul Green. What about Paul Green? Aiden Bussard, I said 10-10. Yeah, well, you were wrong because it's 12-10. it's going to be 12-10. Jimmy Bill says, thank you, Sinbin. Yeah, well, there should have been a Sinbin earlier for the Shields. Nick Peters says, bloody hell, what is happening? Bloody Newcastle, bloody flying. That's what's happening. Newcastle, bloody flying. Aiden Barr says it's not 12-10. It says 10-10 in your score thing. Aiden Barr, just wait about 20 seconds. Just wait about 20 seconds, my dude. So Tex Hoy here from right in front. 20, 19, 18, 17. Bingo, that conversion's made. Now let's have a look. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Sam, please do it. 9, 8, 7. Oh, I did it with 7 seconds to go. 12-10. There you go. Drop to you says, you're right, Manly shit. Well, it's not shit. They're not shit, but they're not looking good in this game. They're down 12-10 to the Knights. Wow, we were. We've got a game on our hands that we were not expecting. Ouchie mama. 12-10 to the Knights. Deserved lead, arguably. Deserve a damn well lead. Manly just really have looked bland. They really have just looked shocking, and they just really have not looked great at all. And the Knights deserve their lead here at half-time. So they did score those 2 tries during the sin bin, though, so you've got to remember that. The Manly Seagulls had a man down for their... Manly Seagulls had their man down when the Knights scored both their tries there, but in the same sense, like, you know, it's just a bit of a really bland performance there by Manly, and they really have to hope they can come back in the second half. But, guys, let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know if you think... Let me know in the chat, sorry guys. Let me know in the chat if you think that the Knights will hold this one out, or Manly can sneak back and take back the win. Drop to you says Manly will bounce back second half. Well, I don't know. They didn't look that good in that first half, my boys. They didn't look that good. Big Nibber says Manly got to wake up. They do. They do need to absolutely wake up. Miles Ellis says Connor Watson has to stay at 6. All right, now you're bloody Knights fan. You'd be bloody happy. You'd be bloody happy wearing your brand new Knights jerseys. The Newcastle Knights are beating their rivals, the Manly Seagulls. I tell you what, this is a big result if this stays off, especially considering the Knights would then jump above Raiders. Wow, now we're talking. The Knights would then jump above the Raiders, and the Raiders would be in the bottom 3. That's crazy. If the Knights win this, they would jump above Raiders, Tigers, and Sharks, and they'd still be below the Titans. But the Raiders would be third last. Wow, we were. And the Tigers would go back to the bottom 4. That would be massive news. The Knights would make a massive jump up the table, actually. What's their for and against? Actually, no, they're all the same for and against. They're all on the same points there, aren't they? Yeah, Newcastle are on 8 and the Sharks are on 8. They'd go up to the same points with the Titans, but they'd just be a decent amount of for and against behind them. So, oh, jeez. Carksy, you have to try better than that one, my man. Minty Rabbit says Faders. They are the Faders. They are the worst second half team in the comp by a long way. A long way. Nick Peters says if Manly lose, could Turbo miss Origin? No, why? Why would just because Manly lose doesn't mean doesn't mean Turbo wouldn't be playing Origin. Turbo will play Origin, but if Manly lost by 100-0. Jack Ryan says bet my left testicle that Manly wins. Well, I'm not a big fan of your left testicle, man. So, look, personally, bro, I'd prefer you just donate like $10, but I don't really want your left testicle. But if the Knights win, how about you donate $10 for how much you bet in there? Zenpai says it was only so. Please don't send me your left testicle if the Knights were to sneak home. Zenpai says it was only 2 years ago the Raiders made the grand final. It was, yeah. It was. And they got rorted, per se. I thought the Roosters were better in the game, but the Raiders obviously got rorted, the biggest call of NRL Grand Final, probably history. Nick PD says, crikey, I didn't expect this from Raiders this season. I don't think anyone expected it from the Raiders this season. Jed Kerr says, what is the final score you think? I am going to say, you know what? Manly will win. Manly surely win. But then again, I did say to you guys, Manly are in red hot form right now, but there will be games where they will lose that'll start to make you reconsider where their positioning is. Because Manly are good, but in the same sense, like, they are very reliant on individual players. You know, they're very reliant on individual players. For example, Josh Schuster's out right now. They're lacking in the halves. You know, there's no Kieran Foran, there's no Schuster. So they've got, their third or fourth choice 5'8" right now. But they're really reliant on individual players in their team. They all, as a team, are a good team. But look, Trebojevic is a mental aspect of the game. He hasn't been in this game, though, unfortunately. He really hasn't been having as much of an impact as he usually would. But the Manly Seagulls are only down by 2 points. So don't think that I'm saying Manly will lose this game. I'm just saying Manly are beatable. This game proves that Manly are beatable. The Knights are they've been shocking the last couple of weeks. They've been shocking in this game. But they still lead 12-10. But like I say all the time, you've got to remember that the Knights scored both of their tries when Manly had their man in the bin. So the Knights had to rely on being a man advantage and only scored at halftime. On halftime. The best sport NRL says Bulldogs best team. If you switch around the table from last to first, then yes, you're right. Jet Taylor says, who has played better? I'd say the Knights, but they haven't been unbelievable. They haven't been ridiculously good or anything like that, but they've probably played better in my opinion, yeah. Just. XDLols says, hi, LOXDLols. Best sport NRL says, Bulldogs are the best team. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, to be honest with you, because your team's last, so cool. Belinda Bow says, but Manly might win, though. Well, they should win. There's no might win, though. They should win. We shouldn't even be having this conversation at half-time, Belinda. We shouldn't even be having this conversation at half-time. The Manly Seagulls should not be down at any point of this game. Like, come on, man. They should never be down at any point in this game. Best sport NRL says don't make sense. What you're saying is what you should be saying this. XD Lol says Storm is the best. They are pretty good, but they're not as good as the Panthers this season. Panthers obviously beat them as well. But then again, last year, obviously, the Storm got the job done over the Pennies in the grand final. So there you go. Best sport NRL says shut your mouth. Nah, I'm pretty alright there, mate. I'm pretty alright. I will keep telling you your team is a very last. Like a very last, too. Not like a last. They're not last right now. They're very last. So, don't know about them being the best NRL team in the comp. Shazaz says, Shazaz. There you go. A bit of Shazaz in the chat. Manly, 10 plus. Well, consider, you want to have a think about it for a second. Let's have a look at this. Jason Saab scored their try, right? He scored that off a Knights mistake. And while Manly were defending. So Manly have only scored one attacking try in this game. And we're lucky not to get a sin bin for Funa, because that's absolutely a sin bin. Belinda Bouse, Knights are the best. Well, Knights are also third last, so let's relax. But, yeah. XD Lol says, true, we need Suliasi and Cameron. Oh, look, I don't think the Suliasi Vanalu is the difference between winning a premiership and not winning a premiership. But Cameron Munster is obviously massive, yeah. Guys says Bulldogs did good against the Panthers yesterday, to be honest. Like, yes and no, they still lost by 30 points, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did. They held the Panthers out to 4 points for, 39.5 minutes. But, like, didn't really show anything because the Panthers still won by 30 points. So, overall, it's like, yeah, you can commend them for their first half efforts. But in the full 80 minutes, they got flogged. Like, normal. Jack Ryan says, are you going to be doing this as top of stream for Origin? We stream literally every game, man. So, yes, absolutely. I'll probably be vlogging. So, I do vlogs as well. I'll probably vlog Game 2. I'll go up to Queensland for Game 2. But Game 1 and Game 3, I'll probably, depending on how the series goes. But Game 1, I'll definitely be streaming. I'm not going to Victoria, obviously. And I probably won't go to Townsville. So, no, I'll be streaming, yeah. We have pretty big streams for the Origin, but that Paul Gallen fight, we usually have about 5,000 to 10,000 people live at the chat. This game, because no one really cares about this game, and people expected Manly to just romp them in. We've got about 60 people. We usually average about 100 to 130 nowadays on NRL streams, so no, we're definitely growing, man, having a good time, and we do as many games as we possibly can. Katuka says, "Come on, Manly, get all your players back on and smoke these Knights." Well, right now, this is a really interesting result because Manly would then stay around that pack, and that loss for the Titans and loss for the Dragons and loss for the Warriors isn't really that impactful. Because now with Manly, if Manly were to go on to lose this game, they would stay on 12, which is only 2 points above the Titans, the Warriors, and the Dragons, who all lost this week. So it just would mean that they get off scot-free for their loss, which is disappointing because all three of them should be punished for this loss. The best, especially the Dragons and especially the Titans. And the Warriors. The Warriors had that game locked up and still found a way to lose. But let's see if we get to 60 likes before the end of half-time, guys. We're on 51 right now. Let's smack it in. 9 likes away. Sammy Suter says, looking forward to your Origin streams later on. Should be good, mate. We all get pretty loud and proud about those games. It's very good. Pete Vera says, hey, hello, mate. How you doing? Best Sport NRL says, what do you think about Reece Walsh? Fantastic little player. Fantastic little player. Still very inexperienced, mind you. Still very inexperienced, but he's a good little player coming through the ranks, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from him, yeah. Well done, Broncos, for letting go of that player. Nick PD says Game 1 might be moved to Bankwest. No, Game 1 is being moved to Townsville if it's not Victoria. It's already official. If it's not in Victoria, the Game 1 will be in Townsville, which will be bad for New South Wales because Queensland will more than likely win Games 1 and 2, and then when it goes to New South Wales for the home game, they'll win that game easily. I think they win Game 3 relatively easily regardless, but being in Townsville and Suncorp, I don't see New South Wales winning that there because New South Wales suck in Queensland. New South Wales are obviously decent in New South Wales, but Queensland still have a very good record in New South Wales. New South Wales always win in Victoria, maybe not last year in Adelaide, but usually like those places like Perth, Victoria, South Australia, it's always usually New South Wales that have the better record away from Queensland, New South Wales. Queensland have a decent record in New South Wales, but New South Wales are pretty decent, obviously, at home as well. Probably just to edge out Queensland, but at the same sense, Queensland had a very good run there. And then obviously up in Queensland, New South Wales never win. They never win. So if the two games were hosted by Queensland for Game 1 and 2, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be tipping the New South Wales Blues. But yet the teams themselves, the back line for the Blues is ridiculously better than the Maroons, but the forward line for the Maroons is ridiculously better than the Blues, in my personal opinion. Guys, I mean you're expecting a 50-plus gap, but they did better than other teams. What? What are we talking about? What game are we talking about? Are we talking about this game? Or are we talking about what game? If we're talking about this game, the Knights are doing fantastic right now. They're not looking great, but they're still beating Manly. But they still scored their 2 tries with a man in the bin. And I've noticed, and I've been trying to tell you guys in all my streams, that it's all well and good to score those tries and the sin bin's happening. But you've got to remember that every time that sin bin happens, all these teams are scoring a couple of tries, besides the Titans, obviously. All these teams are scoring a bunch of tries, and then when the man comes back for the better team, they kill him. They come back and kill him. Look at the Warriors last night against the Warriors on Friday against the Cowboys. They had 2 tries conceded on them in the first half, late on in that first half, that won the game for the Cowboys. Because the Warriors came back and dominated them in the second half, but had to make up that massive deficit from those extra 2 tries they gave up late in that first half. You go back and have a look at the Warriors and Tigers, was it? No, it was a game last week. I think Cowboys and Knights, actually. And the Cowboys had a sin bin, and the Knights scored about 3 tries to come back from 22-0 down, or 22-6 down in the first half. And then at half-time, it was 22-22, and then the Cowboys just ran away with it in the end when they got their players back. So it's very impactful, especially with these new rules. So that's what I'll say. Manly's still very much in the front driver's seat here, in my personal opinion. Then it goes, his last 5 minutes, we let Knights back in. I'm not happy with the Blaze. Sin bin. You should have had 2, though. You should have had 2 sin bins. Manly should have had 2 sin bins in that final 10 minutes of, the game, of that first half. Funa, absolutely. And also, I can't remember who got sin binned. The actual one who did get sin bin, but Manly should have had 2 sin bins. 4 likes right from 60. Come on, guys. Smack it. Also, let's see if we can get to 9,950 by the end of this stream. If we can get 14 more public subscribers, that'd be pretty awesome, because then we're only 50 subscribers away from the old 10K Aruno. The Dingo says, yeah, people get the wind behind us this half, which is good. Yeah, the wind obviously was pretty strong. I didn't see it originally, but it definitely did look strong towards that end of that first half. Mythical Leon says, who's your favourite player at the moment? it would normally be Tommy Trbojevic, but he's not been good in this game. And Pappenhausen is obviously fantastic to watch. I'll still say Tommy Trbojevic just because he's just such a fantastic player and his mindset really helps that team. It's just ridiculous. So no, I'm taking Trbojevic still. What is that little advert there? Oh, I missed it. Oh, looking forward to that Paul Gallen versus Justice Hooney fight though. It's gonna be so good. We are gonna be streaming it, guys. Don't forget. Is it this week? Is it this Wednesday or is it next Wednesday? Is it this Wednesday or is it next Wednesday here for the Justice Hooney versus Paul Gallen fight? I think the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight's on next weekend. But Paul Gallen fight, when's this? We will be streaming. It's going to be a massive one on the channel. Just waiting. Wednesday, 16th of June. So, still 3 weeks away. Still 3 weeks. Damn it, man. That'd be awesome. Red Sport NRL says, who do you think is better, Reece Walsh or Sam Walker? I've seen more from Reece Walsh so far, but a 5'8" is usually going to win it. A 5'8" is usually going to win a battle of the rookies. Ed Barr says, bruh, is Jake Paul fighting Mayweather? No, Logan Paul is. Logan Paul fights Floyd Mayweather literally next week. We will stream it. So the Knights are about to come out here for the second half here. Wow, we were. Chad says, who is Manly 5'8" right now? I'm not too sure. I haven't even really noticed. Obviously, it's not Kieran Foran or buddy, what's his name? Joshy Schuster. So, yeah. Luke Jones says, I love your streams and videos. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much, Best Sport NRL, for subscribing. You're a legend. Frank the Tank says, who's your top 8? I'll get a lot of people talking shit about this, but I'll go Panthers. In order, I'll go Panthers, Storm, Rabbitohs, Eels, Manly, Roosters. I'm still going to go Titans, and I'll go Warriors. That's what I'll go. No, Cowboys are going to probably be there, to be honest with you. It's between Cowboys, Titans, and Warriors for me. It's between Cowboys and Titans and the Warriors for me. Yep. The Dingo says, in this game, it's Funa at 5'8". There you go. Adam Butts says, bro, don't waste your money. Floyd Mayweather is just going to dominate Logan Paul, and it's not even going to be a fight, really. Bro, do you really think I pay to watch those fights? If you pay to watch those fights, then there's no... If you pay to watch that Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight and don't get an illegal stream, that we're legally allowed to watch, mind you. Guys, just to clarify for this, you are legally allowed to watch an illegal stream. The person who's in the wrong here is the person who's actually distributing it, right? So you are legally allowed to watch it. You cannot get in trouble unless you are distributing it. So if you get the link and then you distribute it to somebody else, then you're distributing it. So you can get in trouble. But if you're just watching it, you're not in trouble. Trust me, I've done plenty of research on this. Harry Jones says, man, you're streaming the Logan Paul fight. What's your brain thinking on this one? Look, it's really odd. I feel like everyone should be feeling odd right now because Logan's obviously a much bigger guy. And boxing, only one punch can knock you out. But I just think that Floyd Mayweather is the best of all time. And I just, even though he's older, surely he gets this done and really easily. He's the legend of not getting hit, but being able to hit. So I'm obviously taking Floyd Mayweather, but you look at the size of Logan Paul and you look at the way that he's actually training for this fight and how he's really dedicated his life to it. It makes you kind of somewhat question yourself. But then again, you'll see Floyd Mayweather come into the ring and you'll be like, okay, well, shit, man. Okay, don't worry about that. Aiden Pasiani says, who do you think is better, winger, Brian to O or Josh Adokar? I personally think Brian to O. I think that Brian to O offers more in attack. I think he offers more in what he can do. And I think defensively he's pretty good too. I think Josh Adokar is basically just a finisher. I think Brian to O is more than just a finisher. I think that Adokar is a fantastic winger, probably the best or the second best winger in the comp. But I think that he just really is a fast-pacey guy that runs down the sideline and puts the ball over the line for a try. I don't think he offers as much in defense or in attack as in an individual as you get with Brian to O, in my personal opinion. God First, Rosa Severio says Parra should have won last night. No, they shouldn't have because they look shockingly shithouse. Kingsley Bay Taru says Logan might just win. He's younger, heavier, taller, longer reach, only thing that'll bring Logan down, not having his guards up. Question for you. Frank the Tank, thank you very much for subscribing. Second half is, by the way, just started. Question for you is that Logan Paul is currently 0-1 professionally. And Floyd Mayweather is currently 50-0. I think it's 51-0 now. Mr. Knight, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you. XD says, you think we'll get Jason Tamalolo for Queensland? No, I don't believe that you should be bringing in Tongans and other nationalities who are playing for international teams that aren't Australia into the Origin. No, this is not a All-Stars. This is a Queensland versus New South Wales. You're either from Queensland or New South Wales, not from Tonga or New Zealand or Papua New Guinea or Fiji. You have to play for Australia if you play for Origin, in my personal opinion. So no way would I be wanting Jason Taumalolo to come in. It is not an All-Stars. Do not make an All-Stars. That would ruin the sport of Origin. Human Being says, will Titans make the 8? Yes, I believe so. Yes. Peachy Banger says, hello. Hello, Peachy Banger. How you doing, champ Balney? So Manly are down here. Bradley Parker with an injury. Aiden Barr says, Logan Paul trying to be Jack Dempsey. So is it Parker here? Yeah, Parker just slips down in the knee, probably goes into his body or something like that. Spotman says, Taumalolo has been in Australia his entire life, pretty much. Yeah, but he plays for Tonga. He plays for Tonga. Sorry. Hello? He plays for Tonga. You can't be playing Origin if you're playing for Tonga. You have to choose to play for Australia. Human Being says, will Cowboys make the top 8? I think they'll be around it. I don't know if they are consistently going to be able to do it, but, I think they'll be around it, yeah. But I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. There's the Warriors, there's the Titans, there's the... taken down there, Manly at halfway point. There is the Knights, technically, not really. There is technically the Raiders, not really. Their Sharks might come good, you never know. They've got a good team. They have a good team. People don't really rate the Sharks, but they do have a good team. So Knights will have the ball here, 10 minutes out from their own line. And they're going to slip over 15 minutes out. Sport Action says, why does Luai get to play then? It's unfair. Luai is actually playing for Samoa. You're right. That's a good buddy comment there. Didn't even notice that. That's interesting. Why does Luai get it, not Taumalolo then? I'm not too sure. There's a loophole there. There's got to be a loophole there. Why does Luai get to play Origin and not Taumalolo if that's the case? And I don't like it. But it's just it's a fact. I don't think that you should be playing for the Origin if you're not from Queensland and New South Wales. So 40 minutes out from their own line here, and Knights will have the ball on fit tackle. The best sport NRL says, what is the best way to gain subs? By just being consistent, mate. Nick PD says, Hayne used to play for Fiji and he played for New South Wales. Yeah, it's confusing. It's confusing. He played for Fiji, went to Australia, and then went back to Fiji. It's confusing. The NRL really needs to lock down the eligibility rules. Sammy City says, the Pacific Islanders wanted their own version of State of Origin. Might as well call it Island of Origin by region as in Melanesia versus Polynesia. State of Origin itself is clearly 100% authentically Aussie. Absolutely. But I just don't know if that would really click up. I don't think that would clock on as much as what we've obviously built with State of Origin since the 80s. Before the 80s, it was always Queensland players doing well for New South Wales because the eligibility was where you were playing. So a lot of New South Wales fans talk about this 21 years in a row, whatever it was, ignoring the fact that most of the players playing for New South Wales then were Queenslanders because the best players were coming from Queensland into playing for the New South Wales teams because there was no Queensland teams back then. So there was no top division Queensland club. There was no Broncos, there was no Titans, there was no Cowboys. So all the Queensland players would go down to New South Wales and play, and then they would play for New South Wales. And then New South Wales would play Queensland, who don't have a professional competition. So, you know what I'm saying? Now you're starting to get it. That's a knock-on for Manly. Wow. No, sorry, they're going to check something here. I don't know what's going on. Trainers asked time for it to be stopped. George Adam Batson says, didn't Jason Taumalolo come to Australia when he's 17 and Luai's been in Australia his whole life and his background is Samoan? That's great, but that's fair. If Taumalolo came when he was 17, then there's no way that he should be playing Origin. No way. He wouldn't get it. If you're not from Queensland, New South Wales, you don't get it. We get a lot of people on the channel from islands like Tonga and Samoa and Fiji and stuff saying and New Zealand saying Origin, it's good, but it's not as good as you Australians make it out to be. That's because you don't get it. You just don't get it. If you're from Australia, you get it. And most people get it, but a lot of people do complain about saying, oh man, it's because they can't be involved and they want to be involved. So they cry like a little buddy girl. All right, so Manly with the ball here, 40 minutes out from their own line. Peachy Banger says the Cowboys are doing good this year. They're playing teams that aren't meaning anything. As a Titans fan, don't get me wrong, we are losing to teams that don't mean anything. But the Cowboys aren't playing teams that aren't doing anything. So you wait until they actually play some good teams. When they played, buddy, other teams have been smacked up. They've come up against really easy teams like the Tigers and the Dragons and the Dogs and shit like that and beaten them well. But the Cowboys beating the Warriors was a good surprise. That was a nice little surprise there. So that's a good little, that's a foundation to build off because the Warriors are a half-decent team. So 15 minutes out here. Origin is supposed to be set up for Australian World Cup selection. Absolutely. It always was that. It was for that reason. Just like City versus Country was always set up to be the selection for New South Wales. If you guys didn't know that, that's what New South Wales City versus Country was always meant to be. A selection process for the New South Wales team. Pro Dribble says hello mate. XDLOL says I don't get it because I'm Samoan. No, it's not that you don't have to. It's not that you don't get it. Like, do you enjoy watching Origin? Do you really feel like it's awesome to watch? Then you do get it. But well, you're never going to get it in the sense of how Queenslanders and New South Wales feel the hatred for each other on game day. But in the same sense, it doesn't mean you don't get it in regards to enjoying it and knowing how big it is. So Manly will have the ball here. 10 minutes out here from their own line. But Samoa versus Tonga is very, very strong in regards to their rivalry. I was at the Samoa versus Tonga game back at Campbelltown like 3 or 4 years ago. I streamed, vlogged it. We had 20,000 views or something like that. It was a very big vlog. You guys really loved that, and it was just crazy. I was there for Fiji versus Papua New Guinea and Tonga versus Samoa, but really I wasn't there for Fiji versus Papua New Guinea. It was mainly Samoa versus Tonga. Manly here at the halfway point. Third tackle here, get inside the attacking half. Aiden Pasayani says, Ponga get injured. How long is he going to be out? Because he could not be in the first game of Origin. I don't think he will play in the first game of Origin, no. And Brimson's injured too, so we may be seeing Reece Walsh honestly play. Sammy says, quite similar to Fiji's Battle of the Bati, which is a face-off between the Fijian residents and overseas-based Fijians. Yes, but that game's a blowout every time. So Knights here with the ball, 10 metres out. Oh, taken down. Penalty in the air, tackle in the air. That's a penalty for the Newcastle Knights. Penalty here for the Newcastle Knights. Yeah, Sammy says, I know all about that. I was there. I vlogged that game too, the Battle of Bati. Sport Action says, I just think, why not grow the international game instead of getting international players to play Origin for the money? Absolutely. You're spot on, mate. You're spot on. With a CH. Spot on. Nick PD says, the loophole for Origin is if you play for New Zealand, England or Tonga, you can't play. That's right, buddy. You're spot on. I forgot about that, Nick PD. If you're going to play for a tier 1 team, you can't play for Origin. If you play for a tier 2 team, like your Samoa, your Fiji, your Papua New Guinea, and all that type of stuff, then you can play Origin. But if you're playing for New Zealand, England, or Tonga, because they're all tier 1 teams, you can't play because that's the Australian selection process and stuff like that. That's the loophole. I remember that now. Yeah, there you go. So third tackle here for the Knights. They're 45 minutes out here. Thanks for reminding me of that. Pro Trooper says, why was your voice different yesterday? Because I was just tired, man. We've done 3 streams. So right-hand side here for the Newcastle Knights. Just remember, these commentators, they do 1 game per day. I do 3, sometimes 2. Sometimes I do 4 when I did the baseball in the middle of the day and stuff. So up it goes here. Chance here for Knights. Oh! It's going to be a knock-on from somebody. Knock-on back from Manly. I don't know. Drop out. What happened here? What happened here? Whose ball's this? This could be Knights' ball here from a dropout. This could be Knights' ball here from a dropout. So I think that's a knock-on from Musgrave. I think that should be a knock-on from Musgrave. Someone says, who do you think the Warriors captain will be next year? Don't care. Patrick Dan says, get Cappy off. It will be a knock-on from the Knights. Yeah, good call. Good call, ref. So it will be a Manly ball here, 15 minutes out from their own line. But, geez, 6 minutes into the second half, they're still not looking the goods here, the old Seagulls. And they're still not looking the old goods here. But the captain for the Warriors next year probably be Fanor Blake, I would probably safely assume. I'd probably safely assume it'll be someone like a Fanor Blake. Or, because obviously Tuvas-Sheck won't be there. Actually, who's their captain now? Is Tuvas-Sheck's not their captain, is it? Tuvas-Sheck isn't the Warriors captain, is he? Who's the Warriors captain now? So second tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. They're 25 minutes out from their own line. Chad says, come on, Manly, they're going to lose to the Knights. I know, crazy. The Titans beat this team by 40. I've got to make myself feel good at some point today about the Titans, because that was not a good performance. Nick Petty says RTS is Warriors captain. Well, there you go. I didn't even realise that. So right-hand side here, Manly with the chance. Chance here, Jason Saab. Jason Saab going to get taken out of the sideline. No, gets taken down here at the 45 metres. Sport Action says, Origin has nothing to do with multicultural. You have Mal Meninga. Origin isn't anything to do with being multicultural. Origin is between Queensland and New South Wales. It's not between Samoa and New South Wales. Well, it isn't really. And I don't personally believe if you're playing for another country besides Australia, you should be playing Origin. But it is what it is. As long as you're not playing England or for New Zealand or for Tonga. So Knights here, 20 minutes out. And Tonga's only recent, so Tamalolo will be spewing. Because they only just became a Tier 1 nation, I think, last year or the year before. After the last World Cup, anyway. Aiden Pasiana says, I think Warriors captain next year should be Nick Reamer. Wow, that's a big call. It's not like he does anything great there. When I was at the Titans versus Warriors game earlier this season at the Central Coast, Warriors fans hated Nicarima. They hated him. So third tackle leave for the Knights. They're 45 metres out from their own line. Left-hand side here. Chance here for Newcastle. Bradman best steps on the inside. Taken past the halfway point here. Zen places Meninga is an Indigenous Australian. Yes, he is, but he's Australian. He's Australian. Indigenous, non-Indigenous, all Australian. That's not the point. I don't see Indigenous as not Australian or as their own Australian. Indigenous and Australian, Indigenous and non-Indigenous are just simply Australian. So the point of the matter is that he played for Australia. He's eligible. I'm not too sure what the point of that would be. Before actually, Samoa might be tier 1. Absolutely not. Samoa are nowhere near a tier 1 nation. Samoa are nowhere near a tier 1 nation. Nowhere near. They are tier 2. Absolutely. Isaac says Tohu Harris could be their captain next year. Jim Jones, do you really think I'm going to respond to this? Like, we just did a whole full stream, mate, and we had about 1 billion people talking shit. Like, do you really think I'm going to respond to you, mate? Somebody says, two of us check with the Blues in Super Rugby 2022 should be a good one. Yes, but get around to Fiji and Drua. It's also Vitti, baby. It's also Vitti, the Fiji and Drua. Wow, we were. Second tackle here for the Knights. 20 minutes out from their own line. Left-hand side they come. 31 minutes to go here. The Knights still lead 12-10. Wow. It's crazy. The Knights are still leading this game. Like, Frizzell gets his ball out of the left-hand side, and this proves my point. I don't care if Manly win this game. This shows that Manly aren't the grand final team that everyone's yapping on about. You got to remember that form is temporary. Just because a team wins 3-4 games in a row, and very well at that, doesn't mean that they're already automatically a grand final hopeful. You've got, well, hopeful, I guess, but a grand final lock-in. You got to remember that there will be a time where they will slow down, and they will lose to teams, or nearly lose to teams, that they're not as, they're better than, but they're still going to lose to. It's just how footy works, how sport works. So look, Knights are up 12-10 here. They still probably lose this game, but if they don't, you know, hopefully people can start to realise that, like, it's like when people start saying Eels are going to win the comp. When it's like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like no. It's like when people were saying that Manly would get the wooden spoon. It's like, you gotta remember that we're still only in round 12. We are only halfway through the season. We haven't even got to the origin period yet. Manly are going to lose Tom Trebojevic. Manly are going to lose Jake Trebojevic. You know, there's going to be multiple players from Manly who are big-time players who will be out. So the point of the matter is that you can't guarantee this team as a top 4 team, and this is why I still have Parramatta as a top 4 team over Manly. I still have Manly as number 5. That's a high tackle against the Knights for Zell, and that will be a penalty here for Manly. Oh, no, sorry. There's a penalty for the Knights. Hello? Just like I'm sad that Titans lost. Welcome to the party, mate. At least you didn't have to stream for 80 minutes or 100 minutes of people just talking shit and telling you how much your team sucks. How about that one? So Knights here, 30 minutes out. Right hand side they come. The Dingo says, you said Eels are trash, but your team literally lost them. Well, yes, but there's excuses. I don't want to defend Sport Reactions because he's a bit of a flog sometimes. I love him, but he's a bit of a flog sometimes in regards to talking shit. But, you know, Eels... it was all well and good, but Knights here, chance here. It was all well and good, but the weather was torrential that day. They did have excuses. So fifth tackle here for the Knights, 5 minutes out, left-hand side. Also, I don't believe Munster was playing, or Pappenhausen wasn't playing. Someone wasn't playing. Nick PD says, Manly will be terrible through Origin. Trebojevic brothers, DCE, and maybe Cottesau will be... Cottesau? Cottesau is Buddy Panthers, mate. Cottesau, Buddy played for Manly like 4 years ago. Cottesau? Apisa Cottesau has been at Manly Panthers for the last like 2-3 years. Edmund Gananga says, hi, all just joined in from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. Get around him all the way in Papua New Guinea. We're just talking about you guys over there for the Rugby League World Cup. Kind of. So Manly here, 10 minutes out. I tell you what, the streams for Rugby League World Cup this year with Papua New Guinea, Fiji, and stuff like that is going to be massive. I think Tonga Rugby League World Cup streams will be massive too, to be honest with you. So first tackle here for Manly, 20 minutes out. Right-hand side they come. Cherry Evans steps on the inside. He's going to be taken down 25 minutes out from his own line. Yeah, I forgot about Cherry Evans being out too. Cherry Evans. Tapau doesn't play Origin, does he? No, I don't believe Marty Tapau does. No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. Chad says Manly suck. Well, let's relax. You know, let's relax. But 30 minutes to go here, guys. Third tackle for Manly. Going to boot this ball down. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And gee whiz, subscribe if you're new around here. Because we're so close to 10k. I want to try and see if we can get to 12 more subscribers, hit 9,950 on this stream. So go and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Georgios Adam Butzer says, who are you going to support for the NRL World Cup? Australia, but Fiji. But Australia, but Fiji. You know, Australia first and foremost, but Fiji, I'm always going to get around Fiji. I don't care about any other team besides Australia and Fiji. Sammy Sue says, I'm just going to pay more attention to the so-called Tier 2 teams in addition to Tonga possibly winning the World Cup. Samoa, Fiji, and Papua New Guinea, you're only 3 Tier 2 teams that have any kind of opportunity. But I just don't think Papua New Guinea have it. I still think Fiji lack, and I still think Samoa lack. But I think Fiji could make the semis, but they'll get knocked out. So second tackle here for the Knights. 45 metres out here. Steps on the inside. 50 metres out now. Nick Petty says Fiji is shit. You're shit. I'm actually going to time you out for that. That is a shithouse comment, and you suck. All right. Knights with the ball 35 metres out. It's also a big call coming from considering that the Fijians have made the semi-finals 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, Fiji have made the semi-finals. Just want to throw that one out there. So fifth tackle here for the Knights. They're 20 metres out. Left-hand side they come. Left-hand side they come. High tackle. High tackle there, in my opinion. It's fifth tackle here, though, for the Knights. They need to get the ball away. It's going to be gone backwards here. It's going to be... No, Manly ball. Manly ball. Alan Davis says, oh, wow, Jim Jones, terrible. No. New Zealand are nowhere close. They're not the team. You guys know them. You'll see this at the end of the year. New Zealand are not the same team. You guys know them from previous years. No. Who's their halves? Who are New Zealand's halves? What, Benji and Sean Johnson? Who's their hooker? They've got Wade Egan. Who's the New Zealand hooker? Their fullback, probably Tuivasa, if he stays. Is he still contracted to the NRL when the Rugby League World Cup's on? So 40 minutes out of their own line, fit tackle for Manly. Ali Boyle says, Manly are like the Raiders. They lose it in the second half because they start to relax as they are winning, but payback is a bitch. Well, they weren't winning, though, in the second half. They weren't winning at half time. They were down 12-10. Brandon Smith, you're right, Pete Freddo. Sorry, I remember him playing for the Mouldy team, and I just confused my brain there. But Brandon Smith, for me, isn't an 80-minute hooker. I think he's a very good hooker, but I don't think he's an 80-minute hooker. So I don't necessarily believe that's an unbelievable option, especially when it comes to the World Cup. Machu says there, the Warriors in a black jersey, New Zealand league team. Yeah, absolutely, Machu. I agree with you. I agree. They are the Warriors in a in a New Zealand. Well, I guess you can say that about both, but yeah, they are very similar in that sense. But at least the New Zealand team did win a World Cup. Warriors, on the other hand, well, they definitely haven't won a World Cup, but they haven't won a premiership. Chad says Turbo's been so quiet this game. Yeah, he has been. Unfortunately, the 3 Trebojevic brothers have been very quiet in this game, to be honest with you. So Manly with the ball here, 30 minutes out from their own line. Chad said, that's right. Sammy Sue says, Fiji's halves of Brandon Wakenham and some other players from the lower New South Wales comps and the Kaiviti Silktails. 40-20 attempt here for Manly. 40-20 attempt here. No, good kick from the 30, though, from Sherry Evans, and it will be 10 minutes out from their own line. Fiji's halves are pretty poor, but you've got Apikotasau, obviously, and you've got some really good players in their backs. And I'm telling you, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. Viliami Kikau, their forward line's obviously always good. Kami Kamitha, Viliami Kikau. Oh, that's a knock backwards. That's lost backwards there from the Knights. It's lost backwards. It's lost backwards, though. So Manly will get the ball here 10 minutes out. Mythical Leon says, I think Isaac Luke retired. Isaac Luke is not going to be the hooker for New Zealand. It'll be Brandon Smith. George Adam Butson says, Fiji always have freak wingers. Micah Sivo and Ravalawa. Ravalawa will play fullback, I would say, or maybe wing. I'm not sure who plays fullback. Who's a fullback in the comp who's a Fijian? They used to have, obviously, Jared Hayne, but wingers would be Micah Sivo and Ravalawa. So Manly here, 10 metres out. Yeah, Sport Excellence, you're right. All these Pacific Island teams like the spine. Exactly right. Samoa still likes the spine. Tonga still likes the spine. I remember when Tonga's best half was Lalesio or something like that. No, not Lalesio. Somebody else. I interviewed him at the Tonga Samoa game. I can't remember his name, but 24 minutes to go here of the game, and Manly still down 12-10 here. Wow. Pro Trooper says, when will the Rugby World Cup start? In literally a month after the NRL finishes this year. Literally, I think it's November. So second tackle here for the Sea Eagles. They're 10 metres out here. Jet tells us what year did Sammy Radradra leave? Oh, I think 2013, a long time ago. Played rugby union. Manly here, chance here, knocked on from the Knights. So it'll be a set restart, but good. It stopped the try. There. So good work there by the Knights to stop a try. Alan Davis says NRL always has Aussie teams as winner, whereas Super Rugby rarely Oz has a winner, which is what is killing Union. Well, yeah, Australia won, I think, 2 or 3 times in the 2010s. Reds, Waratahs, and Brumbies, didn't they? But obviously, yeah, New Zealand teams always win it. South Africa really struggled in regards to actually getting teams to win compared. Pete Rose says they're built really strong, the Pacific Island teams. Well, Fiji will always play like Fiji. Throw the ball around. Good, okay backs, decent backs, but big forwards. Oh, knock on from Manly. Yep, knock on from Manly. Wow. Knock on from Manly 5 minutes out. Manly looked bad. Manly looked very bad. Kepi's terrible in this game. Kepi has been terrible in this game. Pro Trooper says, one thing I notice, every Fijian player plays the NRL, they always be number 2. Marcus Sivo, Ravalawa. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Did Akili Iwate play the 2? I think Akili Iwate did play the 2, actually. I think he did. George Adam Butts says, Fiji have Viliami Kikau, Tui Kamikamitha, Mikhail Ravalawa, Jacob Saifiti, Kevin Nguama. Kevin Nguama's still playing? Nah, bullshit. Kevin Nguama's still playing? Is he still playing, Kevin Nguama? So Knights will have the ball here, 10 minutes out from their own line. There's only 22 minutes to go here of this game, guys. Manly are really leaving it late. Lachlan Singer says, 2014 Super Rugby final, one of the greatest days of my life. Yeah, was that the one where the Reds won? Or that was 2012. I was at that grand final. It was fantastic. I can't remember if it was 2012 or 2014. But when the Reds won, it was just incredible at Suncorp Stadium. So left-hand side of the Knights, their third tackle. Jet Taylor says, Blaze, Semi-Rad Raider, one of the best Fijian players ever. Yes, but not in league because he didn't have enough time. He didn't play enough in league to be one of the best ever. It come down to Jared Hayne, to be completely honest with you, in regards to rugby league. So right-hand side here, fourth tackle, which is a name we don't want to mention, but in the same sense, it is what it is. It's the truth in regards to the sport. So fifth tackle here for the Knights, left-hand side here. And up it goes here. Up it goes. Manly. 10 minutes out. Taken there by Jason Saab. 15 minutes out from his own line. Desmond says Waratahs won. So it was 2012 the Reds won, yeah, at Suncorp Stadium. Nick Peters says, Blaze, you got any games last year? No, mate. I was stuck in Fiji. I was literally stuck in Fiji. I couldn't get out of the country. Actually, I went to one game, Parramatta versus the Dogs, in round 1, but that was before the pandemic, and then the pandemic happened, and I got to Fiji to see my mum and my daughter. And then obviously I couldn't get back, so... Yes. George Adam Button says Kevin Nguama playing in the Super League. Oh, wow. Where's he playing, is he? Where's Nguama? He's not still playing, is he? Gabby, Pancakes on the Rocks says, Knights, I could go for some pancakes right now. Gee whiz. Could go for some pancakes. Is this a penalty here to the Knights? Are they calling a penalty to the Knights? No. Are they saying this is a penalty to the Knights here? No, Mythical Leon. I will not be streaming when they announce the New South Wales team. I've been streaming 8 games this week, man. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, bro. So, the Knights here, they're going to get a penalty, I think. Tapau might get suspended here. Not suspended. Sin-binned. Contact to the head. Yeah, he's sin-binned. Tapau's getting binned. Tapau just got sin-binned. Wowee. By the way, Jessica Kavanagh, thank you very much for becoming a member. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. I didn't get to say it before because obviously you weren't here, but I noticed that as we finished the last stream, so thank you very much. But it's going to be a sin bin here against Tapau. Wow, this is a big play here. This is a big play here for the Knights. They scored 2 tries against Manly with that sin bin before, and Manly are going to lose this game. Manly are going to nearly lose. I'm not calling it, but like if the Knights score here, I can't see Manly scoring more than a converted try to come back against the Knights with the way this game's been going. I think the Knights have been very strong, and I think the Knights have been very antagonistic in this game. I think they've been very antagonistic, and I think that's a great word to use in regards to the Knights in this game. So first tackle here for Newcastle, and what did I say before the game started? What did I tell you guys before the game started? Newcastle, Manly's bogey team. Not always going to win, but are always going to make it competitive. This is what I'm saying. Third tackle here. Bailey Floss says, hi. Hello, Bailey. How you doing? Third tackle here. Left-hand side they come. Chance here for the Newcastle Knights. 20 minutes out. Desmond says, is this their second sin bin? Yes, it is, because Tavita Funa went to the bin before. For the... Kepi. No, Funa went to the bin before, yeah. Left-hand side even the Knights are going to take him down 25 minutes out. H-Tom says, how is Manly losing? Deservedly too. It's not like they've been playing good at all. Knights have been... not great, but better. They've been not great, but better here than Newcastle Knights. Tyson Frizzell here, 15 minutes out, still going. Nick P.D. says, Blaze, when do you think DeBellin will be back in Origin? Probably won't be. Knights here, left-hand side. Bradman Best. Taken down 4 minutes short here. Chance here for Newcastle. Fifth tackle. Can they really put a nail in this coffin? Right-hand side they go. Kicks it through. Potential set, restart, knock on. No, Manly will catch that ball very nicely. So 20 minutes to go here, guys. We're on 75 likes, 5 likes away from 80. Bang, 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 bang. Let's hit that thumbs up button, hit 80. And obviously subscribe if you're new around to you. We're so close to 10K where I'll be giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys and also one of these bad boy posters for your room. Isaac says, bro, I tipped the Dragons, Titans and Manly. Now Manly will lose. Shocking tips from me. May, I tipped the Dragons, I tipped the Warriors, I tipped the Titans, I tipped the Manly. At least I tipped the Rabbitohs. That was a good points differential tip. So Manly will be here 25 minutes out from their own line, 30 minutes out from their own line right now. Fifth tackle here though. Wow, only fifth tackle. It's fifth tackle. They're 30 minutes out from their own line. That is shocking. Zen Pice's sin bins have really ruined the game. There is positives and there's pros and cons. There is pros and cons to it. I agree with you, and I also disagree with you. Something needed to be done about the high contact. I think it's a little bit too over the top, and I think that yes, it is just ridiculous because it is really breaking games apart and ruining the game in that sense. But there still needed to be something done about the high contact in the game, and these sin bins are really showing you how much high contact are in games. So left hand side of Newcastle, they had 5-on-1. They didn't pass it though. Faraz Alarm says, Oath, man, but GC, man. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, man. Third tackle here for the Knights. I put up with 120 minutes of people talking shit on this stream, on the last stream. Like, I'm over that Titans game, trust me. So left-hand side here, fourth tackle here for Newcastle. 40 metres out. Left-hand side, slams. Gets the offload away, though. Arguably knocked it on in the tackle, but he was facing backwards, so you could argue it went backwards. Right-hand side here, Connor Watson. Watson's been good in this game, in my opinion. Watson's been pretty decent in this game. Knock on from the Knights. That's shocking because they would have had a 6-on-1 on the left-hand side. Mythical Leon says, I tipped the Eels. Ooh, Dragons. Ooh, Warriors. Ooh, Manly. Ooh, and Titans. Ooh, okay, now we're talking. 5 wrong there. Jeez, that's a rough week. That's a rough week. Exy Loss, I love all your videos. Appreciate you, my dude. Let's get up to 80 likes. 3 likes away. There you go. I'm not going to read that comment out, my man, about Joey. And that's not going to be shown to everybody else. So if you guys want to know what I'm laughing at, it's a comment that has got a bit of swearing around it in regards to a certain commentator. Not me, though. Max Watson says, over time, the tackling style will change so much, the sin bins won't be as prominent. That's going to be a penalty. No, it's going to be out. They've tackled him over the sideline there. They're not going to call penalty. I would have thought they would have been tackled already. I would have thought they would have been called tackle already. They're going to say this is going to be over the line there. I thought he was held. He gets to his feet, and I would have thought that was held there. Zen Price says, I'm shocked the score hasn't changed in an hour. Yeah, man. Very, very low scoring game here. Very, very low scoring game. Sport Action says, Blaze, Jason Saab can keep it with the Olympic 100 metre sprinters, please. Have you seen a man named Usain Bolt? Gatlin. I'm really confused whether I should stream the Olympics on this channel, by the way, guys, because obviously I would be able to do it because there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, so I might be able to actually stream a lot more than normal in the near future. But I'm really confused whether I should stream the Olympics because I have no idea how to commentate it, but it is coming up and it will be big, so I don't know. So left-hand side here, second tackle here for the Knights, 25 metres out. The H-bomb says, remember how much of a dickhead I was when I watched it like a year ago? Not really, bro. But I appreciate you for tuning in. Knights are going to lose the ball again, bro. How are the Knights dropping this ball? Oh, it's 6 to go. It's Knights ball here still. 15 minutes out. Wow, we Pete versus Sport Reactions are a joke. So first tackle here for the Knights, right inside. Jeez. Bloody Sport Reactions. He's a bloke, all right. He is a bloke. He's a joke. He's a bloke. I tell ya. So right-hand side here, second tackle for the Knights. They're going to be 5 metres short here. Jimmy says, come on the Knights. Somebody says, Knights being a bogey to the Seagulls, if I heard you correctly. No wonder it's like a stalemate at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Knights are going to score a try. They're going to score a try. No, held up. He will be held up here. Edmund, absolutely, I will be my Papua New Guinean brother. We will be streaming the State of Origin. Absolutely. Actually, you know what? We're only streaming the Origin if we get 3 more likes and hitting 80. That's it. That's what we're doing. We're only streaming Origin if we get 3 more likes. Zenpai says that, okay. Who cares what you think? Says, I was really hoping the Knights were going to win this game. Well, they're really close to winning this game. Tackling opposition 20, 34 times to 5. 34 times to 5. Kartik Nate says, who is possession? Knights, 15 metres out from Manly's line, and the Manly Seagulls have a man in the bin. So fifth tackle here, which is their second for the game. Left-hand side, the Knights come. Chance here for the Knights. Bradman Best kicks it through, and it's going to go out for a 7-tackle set. Manly's still in with a chance here, lads. Ali Ahmed says, Jason Saab is the first African NRL player being Nigerian. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day, don't you? Because I already knew the Titans were terrible in defence, but I didn't learn that today. So Manly with the ball here, Ruben Garrick. It's just funny looking at all these good players for Manly and realising I haven't said Ruben Garrick's name much today. I haven't said Tommy Trbojevich's name at all today. Jason Saab I've said a couple of times, but the point of the matter is that a lot of these Manly players really aren't performing right now. Who cares what you think? Says Knights had a rough year, eh? If they lose this game, they're bottom 3. If they win this game, they jump about 4 teams or 5 teams. That's how weird that bottom 8 is right now. But if they lose this game, they're bottom 3. If they win this game, the Raiders are bottom 3. The Raiders currently are bottom 4. The Raiders will be bottom 3 if the Knights win this game. Wow. Pete Reyes says Jason Saab isn't African. He might have. What kind of background does he have? Farrow's alarm says Broncos for the spoon, hopefully. So fifth tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. They're 40 metres out here. Cherry Evans is going to put that ball up in the air. I thought he was shaping up for a field goal then. I was like, what is going on? Knights here. Oh, he catches the ball. Tight one there, though. George Adam Butzer says Manly is only 2 points behind. They are, but they've been 2 points behind for about 40 minutes now. You know what I'm saying? 30 minutes. They've been 2 points behind for about 30 minutes. Patrick Nance says our discipline has been shithouse. Can't argue with you, bro. Can't argue with you. Manly have really struggled to consistently... prevent themselves from giving away penalties in this game. And 2 sin bins, that means 20 minutes of an 80-minute game they've had with a player off, with a disadvantage. 20 minutes of this game they've had less than a player advantage. That's a forward pass there for Knights that hasn't been called there, I think. Cool dude, 984 says, come on, Newcastle. Left-hand side here, 5th tackle for the Knights. Up it goes here at the halfway point. And Manly are going to grab the ball 10 metres out. This was the worst possible weekend for the Raiders. If they lost, and the Sharks won and the Knights won, both underdogs, then they went down to the bottom 3. Jeez, they've had a shocker. And the Broncos have an ability, if they win against the Dragons next week, to jump the Raiders. Wow. Terrible. I don't know who the Raiders play next week, though. Max Watson says, who do you want to win the season? Obviously the Titans, but it's not going to happen. So third tackle here for Manly, 38 metres out here from their own line. Left-hand side they come. Up it goes. 40-20 attempt. I don't know if he put his foot over the line or not. It's close, though. No, Knights will grab this one 10 metres out from their own line. Edmund Kananga says, let's go Knights. Oh, slipped up there, 10 metres out. This is good if you're a Warriors fan, a Titans fan, or a Dragons fan. You are loving this result right now. You are loving it. You know why? Because it keeps Manly in line. It keeps Manly in line, baby. It keeps Manly in line, baby. Brings them back down to earth and says, you know what? Don't you think that you're too far away from us just yet? You've got a long way to go, son. You've got a long way to go. Third tackle over the Knights. They're 25 metres out from their own line. Really struggling to get some good metres going here, though. Georges Adam Butts says, my Tigers are 2 points behind from the top 8. Yeah, okay. Technically they are. From the top 8, and they have only beaten 2 shithouse teams, the Knights and the Dragons. Unbelievable. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. The bottom 8 this year, and everyone outside of that top 5 is just shithouse. 4. It's 3. It's 2. Everyone outside that top 2 is shithouse. So Manly here, throw the ball over. Chance for Garrick. Garrick's away. Ruben Garrick's away. Ruben Garrick's away here for Newcastle. Ruben Garrick's away here for Newcastle. Steps on the inside. Take it down 25 metres out. Manly with a chance here. It's 25 metres out. All the Knights players are still offside. They're going out to the left-hand side here. Manly have a chance. They're 15 metres out. Taking down 10 metres short. Second tackle here. 12 minutes to go here of the game. Knights on the back foot. Manly are going crazy right now. They've dropped the ball onto the grass. It's gone backwards though. Cherry Evans with the ball. 12 metres short. Knights really aiming up right now. Bradman Best has slapped Kepi down big time. Kepi's had a horrible game. Right-hand side, Manly go. Wow, this is going to really help the Knights here with this injury to Bradman Best. I know it sucks that he's got an injury, but this is going to really help that there's an injury for the Knights to really suck in their breath right now, get in a nice little rest. And then obviously, hopefully they can defend this set here from Manly, who are really red hot on the attack right now. Joshua McIntosh says Raiders don't play next week, but the week after they play the Broncos. Ooh, there you go. Mankey says Aussie, Lego the Rabbitohs. There you go. They got a nice little win last night. Did call it. Ooh, that's a big hit there to the temple of the Knights player. So he will probably go off here for a HIA. Oh, geez, that was really a crack. This is really a crack. Chief Judge, this match is rigged. The refs are biased. Absolutely not. The refs have been fantastic in this game. I completely disagree with you, Jim Jones. Completely disagree with you. Mankey said, good morning from Florida. Get around. You're all the way in Florida right now. Unfortunately, the old Miami Heat didn't do too well, but, get around Florida. Great place. Fantastic play. Well, Tampa Bay did well for you, though. So, The Manly Seagulls here. 11 metres out. Who you support, Mankey? Who do you support away in Florida? Are you a Manly fan, Knights? Oh, you're a Rabbitohs fan. That's right. There you go. So 4 tackle here, left-hand side. Jake Trbojevic. Chance here for Manly. Trbojevic gets the ball out to the wing. It's going to be Garrick. He's taken down. 5 metres short. Fit tackle. Knights defence right now is much better than the last couple of weeks. Wow. Right-hand side they come. Chance here. And knock on from Manly. Bradman Best is going to be away here. Bradman Best is going to be away. He's going to be 5 metres out from his own line, but it's going to be, it was a nice run there by the Knights. Left-hand side, they're going to spread it again. They're still going here, the Knights. They've got space galore. Down here. That's a high tackle in my opinion, but they're not going to call it. 40 metres out here from their own line. The Knights, this game is really getting hectic in this last few moments. This last 5 minutes has been very tense, and it's just a good game right now. It's a good, solid grind of a game. If you appreciate grinds and defensive battles, then this is the game for you. If you like your high-scoring slugfest in regards to just try after try after try, well, this isn't the game for you. But right now, if you're a defensive-minded fan, then welcome to the party. 3rd tackle here for the Knights. They're 40 metres out here from the Manly line. George Butts says, my Tigers should be a bottom 4 or bottom 2 team, but they're only 2 points away from the top 8. I know it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So Knights here, 25 metres out here. It's 4 tackle for the Newcastle team. Right-hand side, they are going to go. Chance here for Newcastle. If they spread it, no, they don't spread it though. 5th tackle here, 18 metres out here. Porty Daly says, good morning from Ireland. Good on you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Chance here for the Knights. They put it up in the air. Pretty average kick chase. And, they're going to get through. Jason Saab picks it off out of the air. And there's 10 minutes left to go here. Who do you go for? Daily, obviously you go for the Rabbitohs as well. But guys, we are on 86 likes right now. Let's get 14 more likes. Let's get 4 more likes to hit 90. Let's ideally get to 100 likes if we can. But hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. And very, very close to 10k subscribers as well if you haven't. So jump on and hit that big old red subscribe button. But 3rd tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. They're only 35 metres out from their own line here. Tommy Trbojevic here, the big player. He steps in. He gets to about the halfway line. Here they go. Croker on 4 tackle here. They get back inside of Garrick, and Garrick will get taken out the 40-metre line. Manly are making meters, but they're just not doing a great deal. They're just not doing a great deal with it. Menke says, you watch NHL hockey? Love the Blackhawks. I'm obviously a Chicago fan. You know, I've got my Cubby shirt on right now. But it's going to be... because I fell in love with the city of Chicago when I went there. But the Knights here, 20 metres out, left-hand side they come. Chance here for Newcastle will really put a ceiling in this game if they can put a try down. Somebody who says next try wins, perhaps golden point. Without a golden point, so it's not even a draw. Well, we could see Manly take a penalty if they can get in range and then get a 2-pointer, or the 2-point field goal comes into play. You can't get a field goal from past the 40-metre line nowadays in this season, and onwards, obviously, to tie the game off at 12-12. You know, it's not completely out of it. Mankey says, boo the Hawks. How dare you? How dare you say something so crazy? But getting around Minnesota, there you go. Thank you very much, Paulie, for subscribing. Appreciate you. So, 5th tackle here for the Knights. Left-hand side they come. They're going to put this one down into the deep left-hand corner. Up it goes. Knights here. Could they grab it? No. Jason Saab, very safe under the high ball today, but Bradman Best will bring him back down and take him away. Jimmy Bill says, Connor Watson, 5'8", lock, dummy, half, now fullback. He's had a good game, Connor Watson. I think they've been really good here in this game here with Connor Watson playing every position. Morgan Harper's going to try and claim a high tackle here, but I think you should get up, bro. He's gone down for a dive here. I think this might be a high tackle penalty, but I think he's diving here. Minty Rabbit says, what's going on with the Manly duo Saab and Turbo? Yeah, Saab's had an okay game. I wouldn't complain with Saab. But in regards to Tommy Turbo, yeah, unfortunately, he's not had a fantastic game. He hasn't been able to impact himself at all. Menke says, so close to 10k, mate. Let's go for the boys. Exactly right. Well, when we hit 10k, I'm giving one of you guys a brand new NRL jersey of the team you support, plus one of these bad boys. I created all these posters back here. They are for sale on the BKR Sport Redbubble website, so you guys can check them out if you want. Also, they've got these designs on shirts and jumpers and shit, so obviously check it out. But yeah, I'll be giving one of you guys one of these posters as well with the NRL jersey once we hit 10k. So 4 tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. At 9,000, we gave one to a Knights fan. They got a nice little Knights jersey. So Manly here, 35 metres out. Chance here, taken down. 40 metres out now. 5th tackle for Manly. And they're going to get taken down here, and they're not going to do much with that. So it's going to be booted here. 40-20 attempt from Cherry Evans. He tried to put his feet around and get it done, but it's going to be, wow, oh my God, Knights. It's going to be a 7 tackle set. Wow, that's very good by Connor Watson. That's very good. Jimmy Bill says, sucked in, no penalty. Dive. Yeah, exactly right. I thought it was a dive, yeah. So it's going to be a 20-metre 7 tackle set. That would have been a 40-20 if that ball had bounced out before going over the goal line there. So with 7.5 minutes to go here, it is 12-10 to the Knights. But if that makes a bad bounce, that would have been a 40-20, and Manly would have been on the attack. So very lucky there for Connor Watson. Jim Jones says that was a penalty to Manly. Disagree. I don't believe it was. Cool Dude says, how long until it's finished? There is 7 minutes and 33 seconds to go here. There's just an injury here to Lachlan Fitzgibbon, who's not had a bad game. He's had 95 run meters, 1 line break, and 16 tackles. You can't complain with that one. You cannot complain with that one. So, wow, this is a big shock. This is the shock of the weekend if the Knights win this game, guys. This is the shock of the weekend if the Knights win this one. Ali Ahmed says, Blaze will be showing the NBA playoffs. I'll try my best, bro, but in the same sense, I also work. So once I can make YouTube a bit more of a career and start to grow a bit more, I can start to focus on doing my other sports like baseball and AFL and Super Rugby and Premier League and NBA and all that sort of stuff. So once I can start doing it a bit more and start growing a bit more, then I can start doing more sports. But for the time being, we're just really focusing on the NRL. It's going to be Knights ball here, 20 minutes out from their own line with a fresh set of 6. 7.5 minutes to go, but they're only up by 2, so it is still nerve-wracking times here. It's not bloody done and dusted just yet. Not done and dusted just yet. Fatima says Highlanders 42-27 to Rebels. Rebels did pretty alright, to be honest with you. Only lost by 15. Hurricanes obviously came last in the Super Rugby Aotearoa competition, but you wouldn't complain about that if you're a Rebels fan. So, Manly here with the ball there. Knights here with the ball. 35 minutes out from their own line. Left-hand side to Clemmer. Clemmer, the big Clem dog, gets taken down 40 minutes out. Edmund Kananga says Knights need to put the last try to be safe. Yes, absolutely they do. They need to really... I would definitely say that a try seals this game. A converted try, definitely. I don't think Manly can come back from more than a 2-point deficit right now. I don't think they can score a try. Knights defence has been very grindy in this game. It's really strange. I don't know if it's Knights defence or Manly's just really been shocking in regards to their attack. So right-hand side here for the Knights. They're going to get taken down 30 metres out here from the line. Fifth tackle now for the Knights. Left-hand side they go. Gives it off. Up it goes here. Chance. It's going to be hit back from the Knights. No, knock on. Knock on from Newcastle. Meggie says, do you have a collab with other YouTubers? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just haven't been doing a lot recently because we've been doing a lot of streams. But yeah, no, we definitely do. ProTuber says, how was your lag? I don't have any lag. I'm watching it live right now. I might be about 10 seconds behind because you're seeing the delayed YouTube, but I'm watching the game live. So first tackle here for Manly. They're 35 metres out from their own line. Actually a really good run there. Second tackle, 45 metres out. Joxon Ches says Manly to run hard. Yes, they absolutely do. So left-hand side here, Jake Trbojevic to Tapau. Tapau here, still going. Marty Tapau, Marty Kapow, Marty Kaboom. Gets a good run there. Offload as well. Fantastic run from Marty Kapow. And that's going to be Croker. Croker's away here. 30 metres out here for Manly. Third tackle. The Manly are on the attack. They're only down by 2 points right now. They're only down by 2 points. Left-hand side, they've got 4 on 3. Cuts back on the inside, Tommy Trbojevic. Tommy Trbojevic, 20 metres out. Right-hand side, they're still going. Tommy's still going here. It's going to be a 3 on 3. 3 on 2. Manly. Oh, Harper's going to get taken down 20 minutes out. No, he's still going here, Harper. Harper cuts onto the inside here. Knights really... Oh, Harper's been crunched in the tackle by Saifiti. 4 tackle here for Manly. 15 minutes out. Tommy Trbojevic, left-hand side. Gets it off. Chance here for Manly. Takes it down. Jake Trbojevic. Right-hand side. Cherry Evans gets the ball. Knock on from Cherry Evans. And the Knights will get the ball here 5 minutes out. Lucky for the Newcastle team. Wow, we were. Wow, we were. The Knights are away here. Connor Watson's going to break away. Connor Watson's still going here. Watson's still breaking away. Taking down 30 minutes out from their own line. Finn Amos says, hey, BKR Sport, you're probably not going to see this, but I just want to say that you're my favourite YouTuber. Since I have watched you, you have always helped me with these hard times, so thank you. Appreciate you, my dude. I read all the comments, man. Just because I don't read them out doesn't mean I don't see them, but I do appreciate that, especially after a very difficult day right now. So second tackle here for the Knights. They're at the halfway line right now, and they're going to push this ball out to the left into the centre. Second tackle here. 5 minutes left here of this game, guys. 7 likes away from 100. I know we can get to it. 7 likes away from 100. I know we can get to it, so go and smack that thumbs up button. But Knights here, they're 35 metres out. Thank you much to the Douglasty family for subscribing. Appreciate you. 4 tackle here. Tyson Frizzell slowly gets up here. Slowly as you like. Jeez, he really is wasting the time there. No, he might have done he may have just got a cramp here, I think. Maybe just a cramp. Someone says possibly the shittest game I've ever watched. Nah, disagree, bro. Disagree. It's been a grind. It's been a slugfest. It's not been the greatest of quality, but it's been an enjoyable game to watch for a low-scoring grind and just an upset potential. I'm enjoying this game. I think it's a knee-to-knee contact there. Ali Ahmed says New Zealand will beat India. There you go. Bill Short says, is he injured? Tyson Frizzell he was slowly getting up there. I thought he was trying to slow the play down so that the Knights could get a few extra breaths in, but I was wrong. He actually is injured here. So Cooper Harris, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you, my dude. And we are well and truly on our way to 10K, baby. Wow, we were. Looking forward to hitting that one very, very soon. Also, thank you to the Grumpy Duck. I can't really read that the other side. El Waco, I think it is. But thank you for subscribing. Alrighty, so Knights hit the ball. 30 metres out here. Fit tackle. Up it goes. Manly will still get probably 2 sets here, maybe, if they're lucky. Good take by Jason Saab. He's been very safe under the high ball in today's game. He's been unbelievably safe and just really, really good. Fatima says if Knights score, they definitely win. Whoever scores next wins. Whoever scores next wins. Because there's only 4 minutes left. It's only a 2-point game. Second tackle. If Manly score, they take the lead. If Knights score, they take it out past a 1 converted try deficit. So, wow, 2 Knights players coming off injured here. Thank you very much to Deluxe Eagle for subscribing. A legend. Thank you very much. El Quacko, the Grumpy Duck, says, come on, Manly. Thank you very much, XT Lols as well. Getting around Manly. Let us know in the chat, guys, who you think is going to win this game. There's 4 minutes to go here. Literally, either team can win this. It doesn't matter who has got the ball right now. It doesn't matter who doesn't have the ball right now. The point of the matter is there's still 4 minutes to go. Both teams will still get a couple of sets here, and it's only a 2-point deficit. Gee whiz. Ali Messes plays, which team do you support in the Big Bash? Brisbane Heat, but I don't really care. When the Gold Coast come in, then I'll support them, but overall, I don't really care a great deal. But we'll still do some Big Bash later on in the year. So third tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. Right-hand side, they're going to spread it. Chance here. Jake Trebojevic gets it up to Tapau. Tapau here is going to break through. 40 metres out. Good little run there. 1 like away from 100. There we go. And the Knights are going to get the ball there. So that is a bad mistake by Manly. They still may get 2 sets if they're lucky. They still may get 2 sets depending on how the Knights play this. If they can get a dropout or a set of 6 restart, they will be loving that. Connor Watson's been the man of the match for me in today's game. Calax on YouTube says, holy... wow, Manly better get a try. Well, right now, they just knocked the ball on, and the Knights here, 25 metres out, they are struggling right now. They are struggling, the old Manly Seagulls, and I'm not too sure they're going to be able to win this game from here. Knights here now, 20 metres out, 4 tackle right now. Solomone Vakanawa says Manly for the win. Not looking the goods right now. Saifiti, 5 minutes out. Fit tackle. Knights could seal the game here with a try. They seal the game here with a try. Left-hand side they go. It gets it through. Keeps it nicely. It's going to be dropout. Dropout. So Manly are going to have to kick the ball back to the Knights, and they're going to have to they're going to have to defend again before they can get the ball back here. They're going to have to get the ball back here. Pete Ray says, where is Jaden Lambert, who was calling the Titans shit early today? Yeah, I know. He's gone missing. He's gone missing, the old bloke. So they're going to have to probably take a short kickoff here. I see the comments in the chat. They're probably going to take a short kickoff, and they will take a short kickoff. It's a pretty bad short kickoff, but the Knights will get the ball here 15 minutes out. So Manly will still get 1 full set and maybe a tackle, depending on how slow the Knights go for this set and the next one. But, geez, that was a bad lost ball there from Manly. They've been very poor today. In just overall. Thank you very much to Coat for subscribing. Appreciate you, dude. So third tackle here. Third tackle here, 2 minutes short here from the line. Right hand side they go. Newcastle underneath. Try time for the Knights. They win the game underneath the post. It's going to be game over. Saifidi is going to score a try underneath the post. It's game over. The Knights win the game. It's going to be 18-10 here to Newcastle Knights, and they are going to beat Manly Seagulls. The Newcastle Knights are going to beat the Manly Seagulls in round 12. Manly Seagulls' winning run has come a gutser, and I called it and a half before the game started. I said the Knights are the bogey team for Manly. No one listened to Buddy Blazy. No one listened to old BKR Sport over here. Well, guess what? I told you. No one believed the old Blazy over here. But guess what? I was right. Thank you very much, Menke, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Jimmy says, bro, Manly losing. No, Manly lost. Manly are lost. Both the upsets today. Sharks were the upset team, and also Manly were the upset. And the Knights were the upset team. So a couple of little cheeky upsets here this weekend. Cowboys also the upset there against the Warriors. Bulldogs didn't get the upset against the Panthers. Was there any other upsets? Not really. Oh, no, Tigers were favourites against the Dragons. That's right. The Dingo says, gosh, I want to punch somebody. Join my party today. It's been a fantastic day, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a fantastic day, hasn't it? Max Watson says, are there any other cool rounds like Indigenous and Magic round? Not really, bro. Not really. El Quacker, the Grumpy Duck says, extra grumpy time. Tell you what, Grumpy Duck, I know how you're feeling. I'm a Titans fan, my dude. At least you guys didn't get flogged by the Sharks today. But then again, the Knights are third last, so they're in that similar position. So we both know how each other feel. Whee! Welcome to the party. And the Knights will be up 18-10 here because it was right in front of the post. So bingo, there you go. Jim Jones says, Blaze, you also said Titans would win. Jim Jones, I don't think you should be talking shit right now because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at a scoreline that I don't think you would want me to emphasise. So I don't know if you should be talking shit, old Jimmy Jones, right now, baby. I don't think you should be talking shit, Mr. Manly fan. This isn't having a crack at any other Manly fans, but Jim Jones, I'd be piping down on the old shit talk with the game that we're currently watching. So thank you. El Quacko, the Grumpy Duck, says there is a thumbs up, mate. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much. Cool dude. 984 subscribed. You're a legend as well. Reese Double I'm not answering that because this is a rugby league stream, obviously. And also, mate, I don't get it. Like, why are you asking me that? George Adam Basta says Magic Round was a pretty house. It was pretty good, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed it. A lot of stupid games and the Titans got flogged by the pennies, but overall, I did enjoy the round, and I think they will take it to New Zealand next year and also have a game, also have it in Queensland as well. I think they'll do 2 times next year, one in Australia and one at New Zealand. I think it should stay at Suncorp, but we'll see how we go. Nick Petty says, thank you for the stream, I'll see you next time. We stream literally every game, man, so don't you worry, we'll be here. We'll probably do the A-League this week as well, so it should be a good time. TTC Sports says the round of upsets. Well, there's been a couple. You know, it's only today, really. It's only been today. Only Cowboys. Only three out of 8 games were upsets, yeah. Jim Jones said, want to see Manly vs Titans again, another flogging. Well, what about when we played your Brookvale last year? What about when we played you both times last year? Titans flogged Manly, Brookvale. Remember that one? Knights here, left-hand side, Brad Bess gets the ball off. It's going to be a try time for the Knights. They got the offload away. Oh, intercept by Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans gets the offload away. Chance here for Manly. No, the ball's going to go backwards here. Knights are going to get a dropout. No, well done there. I don't know if you'd be talking about that one too, because that's only one game. What about we go back to the previous game before that, Jim Jones? Titans have a very good record against Manly, so it's all well and good that one game happened, but I wouldn't be talking shit if you're a Manly fan right now. Jimmy Bill says Manly can't beat the Knights, Jim Jones. Yeah, Jim, you sound a bit salty, my dude. You sound a bit salty, my man. Second tackle here for Manly. It's going to be a penalty here to Manly to get out of their own line, but it is done and dusted here. Miles Arnold says, I'm so happy. Oh, my God. Get around the Knights fans in the chat. Good win, this one. Very solid win. Weren't great, but still got the W with no Kalen Ponga and no Mitchell Pearce. That should be a sin bin here. That should be a sin bin. XD Lol says Storm vs Titans next week. Yeah, no, I'm not holding too much hope there, lads. I'm not holding too much hope in that game. That's going to be a bit of a shocking one there for the old Gold Coast Titans. Oh, no, I'm scared. I am scared. But this game here shows you everything you need to know about Manly. It shows you everything you need to know about the competition this year and that you shouldn't get too ahead of yourself. Stop saying Manly Grand Final. Stop saying Parramatta Grand Final. Stop saying Buddy Titans looking good because they will come a gutser, they will come a gutser, and they will come a gutser. Unless your name is the Penrith Panthers or the Melbourne Storm, or maybe even the Rabbitohs. I mean, the Rabbitohs still got beaten, but they only got beaten big time by the 2 best teams in the comp. So unless your name is the Penrith Panthers or the South Sydney, the Penrith Panthers, or 2-point field goal here by Cherry Evans. Did he kick that? Did he just kick that? He actually kicked that. Cherry Evans just kicked that 2-point field goal. Did he just kick that 2-point field goal or not? I don't know if he got this or not. Did he get the 2-point field goal or not? Andrew Dust says, what happened to the Titans? Same thing that just happened to Manly. Did he get that 2-point field goal? Not just then. Jet Morgan says, watch Manly come back. Hard to do that when there's 0 seconds left on the clock, my dude. Jet Morgan, there is 0 seconds left on the clock. You cannot come back. So that is game over here, guys. I didn't know Cherry must have missed the kick, but it was very close. So final score here is 18-10 to Newcastle, and I don't think many people besides me were expecting that. I don't think many people besides me were expecting that one. So, guys, that's going to do us for the streams this weekend. We will stream probably tomorrow night for the A-League. And, look, I do appreciate you guys as always. Obviously, today was a bit of a strange one with the Titans-Sharks game. But I hope you guys have enjoyed these streams this weekend. I will see you guys throughout the weekend. Obviously, we're so close to 10K. Wow, we are flying right now. So, thank you very much for tuning into the streams. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.